Hmm. Sorry for the
Hello.
delay. I mean,
You know the drill. It's episode one. I mean, did you think we like advanced to number two?
yeah. Well,
No,
I mean,
no.
I'm just kind of looking at the idea of, oh, great, and then
Did
I
do it
don't know.
again.
Yeah.
Did it?
Did it though? I mean, did it though?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I've had enough.
You know what? I don't know either. So I guess I could go. So I guess welcome, guys,
Yes.
to another edition of Thursday Night Chaser. I'm your hostess, Ms. Amanda Jane, and then the guy who's running everything behind the scenes, producer man slash sidekick, Danny.
I,
What's
I am a
going on?
great sidekick. I am the Luke Skywalker to my Obi-Wan Kenobi. What can I
Oh,
say?
I don't know if I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know about that.
Look,
I
I'm
might be
giving
at
you props.
I know, but I might be at best. I might be like I don't know in the Star Wars universe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm more like I don't know.
I'm noticing you don't know.
No, but if you were to like talk about like the Marvel verse, I could probably tell you a little bit more. So, like, I think that you're my Iron Man. You are the
Oh,
Iron Man to my Steve Rogers.
I don't know. I feel like I could be Bucky and you could be Steve.
Well, was Bucky really? I mean,
Bucky was his sidekick.
I know, but Bucky wasn't as technologically savvy as. I mean, you're the man.
Well,
I mean,
to be
you
fair,
know,
the man did end up with an android prosthetic arm,
he did, he did, he did.
and he
I
did
mean,
repair it himself.
he did. So that makes sense. If we were to go by like BTE, the original BTE, right? From episode like I don't know, like 30-ish on to about like maybe 150. If you were to do that, you would be the I think you would probably be the Kenny Omega
Oh,
to my I'm actually kind of both the Young Bucks. Because
we're
I can
like
be like Nick Jackson, I can be a hothead.
we're like the bronze lovers. I mean, really. I
The
mean, we're not
bronze lovers. There you
the
go.
bronze
We're not
lovers. That'll
golden. We're not silver, not yet. We're the bronze lovers. Oh my God, that should be a sticker. I think we'll
we're
have to take the logo of the golden lovers that's on one of those shirts and make it into the bronze lovers and make a sticker. I think that would be fantastic.
I am totally writing this down.
Okay, write this down. No said. But of course, right now you can get our current merchandise over at wrestlingontherocks.com. And I don't think it's slash shop, but who knows? But just go to
Or
wrestlingontherocks.com.
you can go to wrestling-on-the-rocks spring.com. It'll take you to
Okay,
all our
that
stuff.
we can do too. That's a lot. That's a lot to say. Just
Yeah,
like
well,
thanks. Yeah, just like this. Thanks, Fans First Sports Network for hooking us up with a spot to be. That's a lot of words too.
Yes,
But
yes,
yes,
it is.
yes. So we were, last week we're not around, because people didn't feel well, and it happens. But guess what?
Man,
We're here now.
I'm
So
still
thank you
sick,
guys.
but I'm sick enough to show up.
There you go. There you go. Me, if I could, I actually would show up sick. I maybe might blur my face, so you wouldn't see it because I probably wouldn't want to wear makeup or anything. I mean, I'm not right now, but I mean, like nothing. No, I
Yeah,
know nothing. Yeah, and you just hear, oh,
you
in
were
the back.
about ready to go breaking kayfabe there.
I know, I know, I know. I can't be doing that. But
No, no, you cannot.
guys, no. But I just wanted to say before we go on to the usuals, um, first of all, I want to, and of course, actually, before I do that, are you drinking the usual? We're doing what's in your glass right now, folks, for those
Nope.
playing at home. Nope. Oh, what is this?
It is sheepdog peanut butter whiskey, and my God, is it good?
Have you had it with Chambord?
Yes,
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, baby. That's a great shot.
it is. But I like my
And if you,
Chambord and something along the lines of a Long Island iced tea.
oh, that's good too. But if you want to, I like to call it the pregnant lady, is
Mm.
have a shot of that, of, the peanut butter whiskey with Chambord, right? Take a shot and then have a
Okay.
pickleback shot. That's the pregnant lady.
Oh,
No, it is so good. You don't know. No, you don't know. So good. Oh my God. Picklebacks are great with certain things, not everything, but that one in particular is great, called the pregnant lady. So
I
just
don't
letting you
drink for
know.
taste. I drink to get messed up, and I've never had
Well,
a
I know
pickle
that
that would
too,
do me
but
good.
sometimes, I'd like to drink for taste
Mm.
because, like, for example, and one day I'll do this again, is I will get that soju and we'll have Amanda doing soju because
Huh.
Ref Marsh said, I remember that episode. Woo! I'm like, yeah. But yeah, so, but again, remember, friends, it's not what's what you're drinking, it's who you're drinking with. And
Yep.
since I'm still not feeling 100%, we're doing the huge. I do have a pineapple smoothie. However, I'm really not one. There we go. Tell me about the spiced one, because I know
Oh, it's
nothing.
so good. It's
What is it
it's like if
technically?
Vanilla Coke had a baby with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I don't know if I'd like that. Dr.
You
Pepper,
would
I have bad memories of Dr. Pepper.
think that, but it's really good.
Okay. If it tastes good with vanilla Stoli, then I'm sold.
Oh
So
yeah, like
until I have
beautiful.
that, okay, okay, because they no longer sell my two other faves, salted caramel, and the other fave they haven't had it in forever. But I miss Gala apple. You have
Mm.
Gala apple in like Hawaiian punch. Oh shit.
Oh
Where
yeah.
that and Sonic is like, oh shit. But I drank the last of that. That's gone. So for those we
You
miss
should have
dearly.
cleaned out your fridge before you.
I know. Tears in our beers for that one. But the reason why I wanted to do our what's in your glass really quickly is
Mhm.
because we here on Thursday Night Chaser would again, because we couldn't do this last week because that episode one couldn't do, but we're doing this episode one. And we right now want to have a great, like, a
Oh, hold on.
toast to the big boss.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is
Hold
the
on,
Nick
hold on.
Fury to our Avengers. Yes, please pour one. This is the Nick Fury of our
No,
Avengers.
no, no, no,
And
no. He's not our
no,
Nick Fury. He's our Amanda Waller to us being Suicide Squad.
oh, true,
Like
true,
he gets
true.
the
Well, then who does
shocky
that make you?
collars.
Who are you
Huh?
then? Who are you then?
Uh, Rick Flag.
Hmm.
Rick Flag was their second in command.
I'm not a Harley Quinn type.
No, but
Mm-mm.
there was more than Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad. God, we have gone all geek today.
I know we got. Yeah, I know. I
All
know
right.
everybody knows my love of the Peacemaker. Okay,
Yo.
okay,
Yo.
yo.
All right. Ready?
Okay, so to Ref Marsh and producer lady last weekend, they tied the knot in San Diego. I
Yep.
unfortunately couldn't attend, so bummed about it. But this is the kind of drinking buddies they are. They made a special beer for their wedding. Who the fuck does that?
The kind
Only
of
here.
people that love their beer.
Exactly. And drinking buddies. We do it all the time. So from the Thursday Night Chaser, I know we haven't had Ref Marsh with us for a while because he's so busy
Oh,
being a superstar.
he's coming back.
Oh, uh oh! Don't spoil that one.
Oh no.
I'm the last to know
Y'all just gotta
what's
tune
going
in.
on. Oh. Well, so for that, we will say congrats to the two of them. They're fucking amazing people, and without
Yes.
them, we would probably be nothing. So, cheers to y'all.
Cheers. Slancha.
And yes,
Ooh.
I do have a wedding present for them, but I do have
I
that.
I have one too, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, I
I'll tell
couldn't
you.
pull off the other hilarious one that I was gonna do, but yeah,
Oh
but
no,
it's okay.
mine
It's
is
okay.
so geek hilarious. It's funny.
Mm. I almost told them that I wanted a +1 and not tell them who it was,
Mm.
but that I could not arrange. So it didn't fall into fruition.
Oh,
Everyone would have been, what? Yeah. I'm like, this is, you know,
yeah,
that's what happens. So, hey. So,
it's true.
congrats to you two kids. God, they're such awesome kids.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, running through some birthdays, I do want to say because we were around last week, we did miss quite a few birthdays that were kind of huge, I think, personally. So, real quick,
Mm.
JD McDonough, happy
Ah,
birthday.
Irish Yates.
Yep. The devil himself, MJF, wherever you are, happy birthday. Uh, Samoa Joe, happy birthday.
Yeah.
EC3, happy birthday.
Ooh.
A lot of people on this one. A lot of people. Jimmy Havoc
Yeah.
missed. Well, here's the thing though, okay? I'm going to say this,
I was never a
right?
fan of his work. Plain and simple.
Jimmy Havoc was one of those ones where he had so much potential in what he did.
Mm.
It's just sad. But also with Jimmy Havoc, you also have to realize that this man, and unfortunately, he had a lot of demons. This
Oh
guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that is a prime example when you have shit like that going on in your life and you drink
Mm.
and whatnot. Yeah, that's an example right there. So that's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Matt Seidel,
Nice.
uh, AJ Lee, don't like your husband.
No, but
Whatever.
AJ Lee, amazing.
Yep, whatever though. But Matt Seidel, happy birthday.
Didn't we do that one?
And yeah, Matt Seidel. And then the retired, it's Sting.
Stang!
Dang.
He's coming down from the rafters.
Yep. Oh yeah. Then we have Homicide. Happy birthday.
Ooh.
Lot of good ones here. I don't like this guy because anyone who really knows me why I don't like this guy, but I'll say happy birthday. Hey, Matt Taven, happy birthday. And guess what? I really wish you'd get off my fucking TV. Tony Khan doesn't know you're an ass. Why are you in the tag turn? Anyways, I'm gonna stop.
I
Killer
know.
Kelly. Killer
Killer.
Kelly, happy birthday.
Mm.
Um, the hot flexible wife. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hot flexible
CJ
wife. Do you want
Perry.
to be?
Yep.
Oh yes, yeah.
Her
Well,
birthday. Her
well.
birthday.
There's been an update on that. Her and
Oh,
Miro have separated.
oh,
Uh,
really?
it's
That's
an
really hit thought because
yeah.
she's
It was
been around the Hennigans a lot without him.
yeah. it's an amicable thing. It's not a big issue. There's no hard feelings. They still work together. It's just that's what happened.
Got it. Got it.
Way to be
Got
an
it.
adult, guys.
Got it. But you know what? That happens. That happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it. It is what it is, right? So another person who had a birthday this last week, motherfucking Brody King. Holy
Woo!
shit! Love him. Oh my god. Okay. If yeah, okay.
Are you gonna
Love, love,
fangirl?
love, love, love Brody King. Okay, Brody King. One of the things that like totally with me with Brody King, and when I tell people these kind of things, he's the funniest fucking person. Like one of the funniest people like I fucking know, right? But also he's such a fucking Lady Gaga head.
Oh
Okay, and
yeah,
because he
yeah,
has
yeah.
kids, like fucking he'll do like Disney sing along. But don't but yeah, and I've seen that happen before, and let me tell you, you would be fucking shocked. I was like shocked. I'm like, whoa, you're doing some freaking deep cuts off of fucking like
Whoa.
Little Mermaid, and then fucking Lion King. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So yeah, just saying, guys, the guy's great. I'll just say
Yeah.
he is very fucking great. Another birthday, The Undertaker. Happy birthday.
Dead man.
Christopher Daniels, CD. Fallen Angel. Happy
Hell
birthday.
yeah.
Happy birthday. See, I told you these are some really
The
great ones in here.
fallen angel Christopher Daniels ain't
Yes.
very many better than that.
Yep. And then
He
Jake
makes.
Hager. Jake, I love my hat. Hager, happy birthday.
I'm just.
Want to hear a really sad, true story? Okay, so a
He
couple of
needs a
years
shirt that does
ago.
this.
Yeah. Yeah. I will tell you, true, total story. Okay. A couple of years ago, it was his birthday, right? And he did an autograph signing at it was a Comic-Con in Lodi, California. What the hell? Where is Lodi, California? Middle of fucking nowhere. Okay.
Yes, I've been to Lodi, California. It's
You've been to Lodi? What the fuck were you doing in Lodi?
I used to live in the box, El Cajon.
Ah,
Lived in San Diego. I've been to San Francisco. I've been up and down
why would you
California.
go to Lodi?
Beer.
Thank you. I don't know, but so yeah, so they had a Comic-Con there. The guy that runs StocktonCon, was it like it wasn't like Lodi Con, it was called something else. But anyways, that one in particular had a certain favorite wrestler of mine was one of the autograph signings. And sitting next to him was Jake Hager. It's his birthday. Poor guy. I felt so bad. Guy's on WWE. He's sitting next to fucking Marty Scurll, and Marty's line, like Marty couldn't even go to the bathroom. That's how fucking long his line was. Like there was a moment where he's like, "Man, can you come here and can you watch my stuff?" Yep, yeah. It's like I could go to the bathroom. I go run because his line was just so fucking long the whole day, and I knew it was fucking Jake Hager's birthday. So what did I do? And I know he's a big pothead. I brought him some really good vapes. I was like, "Happy birthday," and he was like, "What?" I go, "Enjoy," and he was like, "Holy shit!" And I go, "Yeah, if you had to sit here, that one, yeah." So sometimes if you know that your favorites do partake, of course, don't like keep them sealed, people.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't go get arrested for your favorite superstars. That's not gonna make them happy.
No, but since we are a 420 friendly state, they were sealed. So, but yeah, don't give them unsealed shit. Come on now. Like,
Yeah.
unless they like really know you, then it's a little different, but I'm
It
not going to fucking open a can of gummy and say, "Hey, you want one?"
I mean,
Hell no.
you
No.
got to be careful about that shit. But we're getting it into an entirely different
Yeah.
that's not
But
the
I'm just,
Chaser, that's the Wake and Bake show. We're not ready for that yet.
no, we're not, we're definitely not ready for that. But just know it's obviously no shame. Your favorites probably do it, you know. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. Um, yeah. And this is one I know you know her. SoCal Val.
SoCal Val, yes.
Oh yes. she
An
does have her
amazing
birthday.
performer, great
Mhm.
talent, needs more limelight for sure.
She does. She does. She had actually a couple years ago, like I want to say like 2017, 2018. I mean, she had a pretty big resurgence, and I was hoping that she'd get another good push out there, but um haven't really seen that. But I know she's still doing some stuff still. But it'd be great to see more of her out there. Let me see here, making sure my birthdays. I don't want to give you one that's way too okay. I know when to cut off. Because there's some great ones.
Oh
Let me
yeah.
see. Who else did I forget? I'm going through my list. Um, I believe that is it. So again, if we forgot one of your favorites' birthdays, just tell
Oh,
me. Drop the
and
drop a little nugget into my Xbox.
my Xbox.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
I mean, I got jokes, but now is not the time or the place.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. I'm a little glad. That was a horrible joke. Talk about a dad
Yeah,
joke right
it
there.
was
Talk about a
it was gonna
dad
go
joke.
somewhere else.
Um,
I'd like to throw something out there. When it's
okay.
not, it's birthday adjacent-ish.
Hmm.
Well, okay, it's not really adjacent. So
Okay.
West Coast Pro had an amazing event today
Hmm.
involving a future Hall of Famer, a current Hall of Famer, New Japan fucking royalty, and it went off to my understanding without a hitch, and people had a blast.
Or the tryout, the marvelous tryout.
Yeah, everybody
Hmm.
had a great time. They had everybody, for those of you that don't know and live under a rock, Bull Nakano is going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Um, we're on Medusa Watch 2024. Is she going to get to induct her? Because that's not a talent decision. For those of you who don't know, that's a company decision.
Hmm.
Um,
Have they announced anybody who's inducting anybody in the Hall of Fame
no, they generally you'll hear at the last minute,
last
and
minute?
that's why I know it's a company decision. Because if it was a talent decision, the moment they found out, they'd already be calling somebody.
Yeah, I wonder if Phil is going to induct Paul Heyman, or if it's going
You
to be
know,
someone really.
that's not the first I've heard of that, but I know Tommy Dreamer said no. I'm not
Mhm.
sure Raven's been asked, but he's probably out because of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I can only think of, two other people plausibly, which is Medusa, the OG Paul Heyman girl,
Hmm.
or uh, Brock Lesnar. I can't think of
Hmm.
anybody else. I mean, a
I
lot of
don't
the
know
other
about
people
Brock
passed
Lesnar
away.
though. Yeah,
He's
and
back on the page.
yeah, and I think Medusa, she's best. It would be better for her to induct Bull.
I
So I
do
mean,
agree with that
yeah, I mean, because
because
I don't know who else would induct Bull Nakano. I
the
mean,
only matches she had in that WWEF branding was with Medusa. It makes sense. They're good friends. They're
yeah,
amazing friends. They talk to each other all the time.
yeah. I really wish Marsh was coming out because I would have totally loved to um
Oh
meet
well,
her. I'm gonna be all, oh my god, you know who I podcast for and with? And, yeah, no, I didn't want to. Yeah, no, I
no.
didn't
I
want to.
told you could go. She knew you as a possibility,
Mhm. Yeah,
but
but I right now at this moment in time, no.
well, and
And
the
I mean, I
other
really do, but right now, no, especially
that's
because I'm
fair.
dropping some controversy right now on West Coast Bro. So,
Oh well, it
yeah, they're
taking
bringing
that aside,
fucking. Did I tell you guys they're bringing fucking Jimmy Jacobs to LA? Fucking Jimmy Jacobs.
nope.
Uh, yeah, now they have like fucking cheeseburger. They have all these fucking old ROH people on this fucking show in LA.
Uh
And
huh.
then, like, Chris Hero's like, oh, yeah, we're dropping more. And I'm like, I'm still waiting for Scotty to bring Colt Cabana, Lucy
Mm.
Humming. And I know you said something to him because Colt said that to me. That's what Hero
Mm.
wanted. I go, yeah, not like that guy's not. he
Well,
can't do a Saturday because he fucking produces goddamn, well, Ring of Honor, and they tape on Saturdays.
yeah.
So, come on. He cannot do a show. That's okay. No big fucking deal. You
Oh,
know?
and speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to my new favorite tag team, Heroes for Hire,
Okay.
and Erica Damia, the daughter of Solar,
Hmm.
was just recently on Ring of Honor against Nyla Rose.
Oh, very
Um,
nice.
this was the young lady I said was an up and comer,
Hmm.
the one you needed to watch. This girl
Absolutely.
is coming.
Yep. I saw that. It was a really good one.
It was a good
Speaking of really
match.
good ones, I haven't watched it yet, but I think today we're getting Rachel Ellering versus Sheeta.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yes, that's to me just says everything right there, and I think that that's going to be a freaking amazing, amazing little match right there.
Absolutely.
Also, before we do go totally further, any
And
more than we've already dove into the deep end, I'm going to backtrack. So you know how
we
we're talking about
squirreled it a
Suicide?
little. I mean, just
Yeah. So we talked about Suicide Squad, and I know
yes.
before on episode 1, I've said that Ref Marsh and producer lady had sent me a really cool gift, and it
Hmm.
was Peacemaker in his tidy whities with a helmet on, right? Because I remember when that first came out, because I did not have HBO Max. Okay, I did a subscription, like a
Girl.
trial to see it. Woo! Because you know how I love me some peaches. Anyways, yeah. So like that was like
Cena.
episode 1 fodder for a while, and also because we weren't here last week. I almost forgot about this. Did you hear about the Oscars?
Yes, I did. And we could see him.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yes. And I will say, you know what? That's probably the best fucking Oscars I've seen in my life.
They.
Just say. But what was also funny is when he got off
Mm,
the stage, who was standing in the wings? It was fucking Bad Bunny and fucking The Rock. I'm like,
yeah.
what is this fucking WWE bullshit? But no, I just thought that was the
Oh,
greatest thing. So people, I know you don't like John Cena. I know a
I
lot of you
love
do not.
John Cena.
But a lot of people don't.
They don't like him because they don't understand that this generation needed a Hulk Hogan like the 80s generation
Yeah, a
needed
Hulk
Hulk.
Hogan that wasn't racist
Right.
and
You
actually
know.
a pretty good person. But let me go there, okay? I will say
Okay.
this: when they had the show where they showed Nikki Bella and him living together, and he had
Yeah.
all those rules. Well, my thing was this, okay, guys. I know a lot of people were like, "What a fucking asshole." I'm like, no, she was clearly a gold digger, and the fucking there's rule there.
Yeah.
If someone's got rules and that's a nice, expensive damn house, if I'm gonna be living there rent free, do you think I'm not gonna follow the rules? I'm gonna follow those fucking rules.
I mean,
Okay.
it had to be, at least he knew what his worth was, to know what
Hmm.
he was willing to and not willing to accept.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it doesn't
So
matter because he's been with somebody before her, and it was the same thing. You can either live to that expectation or you can't.
yeah.
You
So
know, you.
my big thing is, hey, if that's what they're, you know, it's not that he's being an asshole. Does not make him an asshole. It makes him a smart man. Okay. Because if you let her like run amok in that house, okay, she's one thing. Her sister's another thing. Okay. Her sister would probably be a little bit more
She's a hip. She is a born and
reserved.
bred Scottsdale, Arizona hippie.
Yeah. So
Fucking
it's very fitting
Scottsdale.
who she married.
Fair.
Very fitting. And they've been together for a very long time. So it's very fitting who she married. Okay. And I will say that, yeah. So all I know is like John Cena is the man.
Mm.
So I mean, who else would go to do a thing at the Oscars,
Hold
right?
on. Oh no, we're gonna go one step forward and even more
Uh-oh.
meta.
Uh-oh.
MK1, the most recent Mortal Kombat, has Peacemaker as one of the playable characters.
Oh.
And he voice lines it all, and it's not PG-13.
Well, Peacemaker is not PG-13, if anyone
No,
saw that. No, I'm not
Peacemaker is the
taking my
hero
kids
we
to.
need, not the hero we want to be nice about.
Yeah. Mhm. If you
Um,
want a hero you have to be nice about,
there's a reason why,
the
like,
Marine is okay.
Reacher is such a popular show because
Mhm.
the character written and designed was not one of those people that went, "Oh, my feelings are hurt." He was like, "No, I'm gonna beat your ass, pull you out the fucking window, and make you cry."
Dude, have you seen Ricky Snicky yet? Holy shit. Fucking, oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
We
I personally think that John Cena, and I'm going to compare this with The Rock and his movies. It took The Rock a
yeah,
very long time to get his groove on. Batista did all the right things. Fucking Cena's there too. But Cena shines in fucking comedy. Let me just say. If it's slightly comedic, like the Peacemaker series, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
uh,
But Ricky Stinky, man, that was just gold.
now
That's gold. That was
I
just
need
fucking gold.
to kind of throw this out there before we go into our actual discussion topics.
Exactly.
I've been monitoring our chat, and we have new viewers, and we want to thank you for joining our Thursday Night Chaser fam. We appreciate you. It's international. I know one of them is international at least. We love you very much. And if you have some sort of, and this is for everyone, if you have an independent talent, you have a show or a promotion that you want to put out there to the ether, you let us know. You DM Miss Amanda Jane on X. You can't miss her. You let her know. We'll take a look. I don't care. It's Twitter. Or you can get with me, DigiDamien WTR on Instagram. We are more than happy to put your people over to talk about that product. And if we can find video, hell, if you go over there and you want to be a little reporter, let us know. We'll get you set up with what you need to know.
And also on that note too, shout out to the Ace of Space um guys. They're fucking great.
And
Fucking I need to
Speedball
see.
Mike Bailey for coming
Yep.
back to streaming.
Yep.
He's live right
Uh,
now.
yeah. I'm like I should really ask Hero, like, okay, so you're gonna bring fucking LSG out to California because some of us want to see him wrestle out here. Yeah, but anyways, so yes, if you know promotions, I'm like right now there's some the West Coast right now has probably, I will say, well actually no, I'm gonna scratch this. They're actually right now in comparison to 2018 before there was an AEW, I would say that the Midwest and the Northeast, all the big promotions were there. California and the West Coast, the only thing that was king really was PWG. All pro wrestling to a certain extent, but really it's PWG because no one really talked anything
And
unless it was PWG.
with WrestleMania going on in Philadelphia, all of the local independents in Pennsylvania are getting quite the shine, and it's good.
The collective.
Yes.
I hope that the collective this year, I will say as someone who went last year,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to a lot of shows because I wasn't even going to really go. It all happened very last minute for those who remember. Um, and Marsh actually made me go to the WrestleMania Superstore, which we
Right.
went. We had a good time. I think I also ranted about I was buying that Cody Rhodes shirt because yes, I do like Cody Rhodes. God damn it. The finished story shirt, and they had a special one at that particular WrestleMania. Oh yeah, I even have my little wristlet thingy that I bought. Um,
Nice.
I have like cough drops and pens in there on my desk. There was a woman looking at the shirts. Like all of a sudden, well, it was a woman. I turned around, it was a woman. I was like overcome by a really horrid body odor while I was looking through the shirts. I'm like, oh my God. I look over and there was nobody on my left. I'm like, where's this coming from? Look to my right and I was expecting a fucking dude. It was a fucking woman. And I was just like, oh hell no. I was so disgusted. I fucking turned my phone on. I filmed a little video. I'm like, ladies, we are not accepted from that conversation, and
Ooh.
it's like it was gross. And she was thumbing through shirts. So all of those shirts probably were smelly too, because she's taking them, putting them like that was gross. But anyways, I'm sorry. I yeah. But there was a lot of shows. I know that this year the East Coast, you're very like you're getting a lot of good shit. GCW is going to be fucking amazing. I mean, it's so amazing that fucking Defy Wrestling from Seattle is doing a show with the Collective. Like, that's how fucking amazing that shit
Yeah.
is. Um, I'm a little sad
Mm.
that I heard that WrestleMania pretty much it looks like it's going to Minnesota next year
I mean,
than
what else is in
Las Vegas.
Minnesota? They kind of need something.
No, not
The Viking,
necessarily.
the Vikings' colors are purple because they choke so damn much. All
Mm,
right, let's just.
eh,
I
Well,
just got disowned by like 4 people because I said that.
well, I'm gonna get disowned. Well, no, because Prince was purple. I think when I think of Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think of two things.
All right.
I think of Prince, okay,
Uh huh.
and the other thing is Target. Sorry, that's the truth. Prince and Target, and then unfortunately George Floyd. But
I
the
mean,
most part, it's always Prince and Target. You can at me on that. I'm sorry. I don't know what else like, Minneapolis is
I don't know either.
known
It's
for. So,
Minneapolis.
you know what? Whatever. But anyways, so yes, I'm a little bummed it's not going to be in Las Vegas. Only reason why I was really saying that is because I would hope that Tony Khan would be nostalgic with Ring of Honor and do some Sam's Town or the Orleans, which is a little bit bigger. And then I would want like hopefully like Impact would do a show because they did a couple of years ago. A couple of the WrestleManias they did shows either in conjunction with the WrestleCon programs or not. But I think that
There's
that would be
one
really
going on
good.
out here.
Hmm.
More details to come.
Yes. So, anyways, so I think that's news because
Yeah,
let's get into it.
I
You
mean,
know,
we went through quite a bit. I mean, to
we
be real.
did, we did. Um, you know, uh, been seeing a lot of Jack Perry lately.
Well, I mean, you would think Fans First Sports Network would be on that boat, but they're not.
No. Now, I have questions because and the reason why I'm saying this is okay, so he's joined Evil's I don't even want to say I guess it's a faction. New Japan is just like very they have so many factions now. I can't keep up with who's what, where, why, and how. But I mean, wasn't it like House of Torture or some stupid
Something to that degree, yes.
yeah, I don't know. When I think of like Luke Perry, son, Jack.
Hmm.
Obviously, we always had to ask ourselves what happens
Oh,
because
we
he's a
gotta.
jungle man. Well, hiya, hiya.
Yeah,
Good to see you. See, I was gonna say the chat wasn't showing up for me at first. I'm like, how do we know we have people in here?
I, because I'm a stalker for our fans. I mean,
Oh,
that's just
damn. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna go on the stalking thing.
80 is a good dude. He is
Awesome.
from the UK. He is
I love British people.
he's a
I love British
long
people.
time wrestling fan. Um, like one day we're gonna have to get him on here to talk about his favorite wrestlers.
Oh yes, I love the British people. But
Hmm.
I will say this, Addie. Um, oh, eating dinner. I will say this. Are you Addie, are you an ocean spray person?
No, he is not in any respect. We had that conversation earlier today.
Oh, wait till
Um,
I get into that part. But I'm not gonna. I want to talk about Jungle Boy because I love him. um.
well,
Anyway, no, but it's like we knew there was going to be a point
Uh,
where the name, it's like, when are you going to grow out of it? And I think now is the perfect time for him if he's using that scapegoat bullshit. He'd be the scapegoat Jack Perry. I
no,
mean,
no, 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 no.
no, no,
I
no, no,
get it.
no.
No, 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 no. Now is the time.
Hmm.
Now is the time. Because of the faction he's joined. Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
That Gentleman Jack.
I know you really want that. Do you think it's
Gentleman
a
Jack,
possibility?
as in Gentleman Jack the Ripper.
Hmm. Do
Imagine
you?
that shit. He comes
I
out
know.
Victorian with the fucking hair, you know,
Hmm.
and all dark. I mean, he would probably need to contact somebody like Marty Skrull to figure that out. But he could come out
Well,
to that gimmick, and it would be so original for him
yeah.
because he's been Jungle Boy, he's been Gentleman Jack. He's kind of leaning into the Gentleman Jack, but it would be nice with the faction, Evil's faction, if he
Mhm.
really stepped forward.
I,
And he would
you
make a
know,
great addition to
I
the
see
House of
that.
Black.
I don't know if he's going to go back to those grounds
He's
because if
still under
so,
contract.
I know, but it's been almost it'll be a year coming up soon.
That don't
So
matter.
I know it don't matter. I know it don't matter. But I mean, my big thing is it's like get over it. Addie, that gimmick gentleman
Mm.
was like Jack Gallagher, British guy. Yes, but no, because Jack Gallagher, I think, was trying to be um a like bootleg Marty Skrull for a little bit,
I kind
but
of felt
more
like
of a but more of like a British gentleman. Like the
he
proper,
was trying to
like
be
dude.
a
I'm trying to think of that movie. Robert Downey Jr., Jude Law.
that don't mean nothing to me. Right. William
Yeah,
Regal. I think
yeah,
he was closer but trying to do a different spin on it.
yeah.
But anybody who has tried to pull a Regal fucking gimmick has failed miserably. Even
No.
MJF failed miserably
Hmm.
at being that heel.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to go there and make this the Amanda Skrull hour here. And go
I
on and on.
mean,
But
to
I
be
mean, he's
fair, minor update,
mhm.
the OC, the Magic Killers themselves, went out there in tag team action. And during the entire match, when they were kicking ass, all right,
Mhm.
it was too sweet, whoop, whoop, too sweet, whoop, whoop, from the
You know,
NXT crowd.
yeah, and I'll tell you this, I've noticed lately that the AEW crowd's not doing that anymore. But
Yep.
there's something else that I'll bring in. And I mean, you know what? I love William Regal. I love what he's done. I didn't at first. I was like, God, why did you have to go and like pretty much Bola 2018 go and like rip out a lot of the indies, because that shows when he signed all those guys like Bronson Reed,
To
Cameron
be fair,
Grimes,
those
Ilya
are people right
Dragunov.
now who
Mm,
are top billed names on a WWE brand.
yeah, yeah,
Like
but still.
that's legit, you know.
It is legit. And I think that, it was sad. It's sad because some of those guys aren't being used.
Oh,
But
but they are. Have you not been keeping up with NXT?
I need to go back because I hadn't been watching because it was getting so horrible that I had
That
stopped. But I also don't watch because until they get Booker T off the fucking commentary with Vic Joseph, it's hard for me. I
I
can't
just
do it. I
I
can't do
struggle
it.
through it for two reasons.
Okay.
One,
Did
Regal
they move
showed the fuck back up on camera.
who?
William Regal showed back up on camera
When did that happen?
a couple weeks ago.
I didn't know this. Well, okay, now I gotta watch. But I just
Okay.
don't want freaking that stupid.
Number
sucky
two,
ducky quack quack bullshit just bothers me. I'm just like, no,
well, here's the trick.
give me goddamn Stu Bennett back.
There's a one match set that he has no capability to announce and really doesn't. And that is anything involved with Lyra Valkyria.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole program she's running, as I said 2 weeks ago, he won't touch that, and for a good reason. He has no understanding of the level that's going on. He doesn't have any relation to it. Like a couple of dudes meet slapping each other, he's down, but everything else, he's like, I don't know what to do. Oh, well, he's going in for business for himself. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just, I'll just say that. Wait, here's my question: Is Eddie Thorpe now on the main NXT roster, or is he still doing that other one?
I don't know. I do think he transitioned over though.
Okay, I hope so, because I'll start watching again. Fucking love him. Shout out to you. That's for New Japan Pro
Yep.
Wrestling LA Dojo star Carl Fredericks.
Mm.
Shout out to homie.
Yo, no. That's not just a homie. That's a dude I watched when he first got into the fucking business. Let me
Oh,
be
you
real
seen the
here.
BFD?
I saw him before that.
Oh,
And let me tell you
man.
something. You want to talk about a dude that went from, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so green he couldn't tie his own boots, to the shit he's doing now? Cheers, brother. Fucking cheers.
Damn. Fucking love him. Fucking great guy. Fucking great guy. My thing was, a lot of people got really pissed at him because of the comments he said. And you know what? Honestly, of that original first class, Shibata's first class
Yeah.
of New Japan, he was the standout.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Because Alex Coughlin, man, that guy got in so much trouble. I'm surprised he's still in fucking New Japan. Let's go there. Okay. Clark
Well,
Connors was a good second, and I mean, I like Clark Connors. Don't get me wrong. I don't like this fucking character he has, but I think he's great.
I can
But
explain it. Like,
yeah,
and this is the thing, is people don't seem to understand that the social climate of any country dictates what is going to be popular and what is going to be tolerated. And Japan has no chill when it comes to the Americanized DEI woke stuff. They don't have any tolerance for it. They do not care. So
obviously,
when
because
the
there's
Americans,
problematic people.
well, yeah, I
Like,
mean, so when
whatever.
they, you have people, as an example to keep it in perspective of what we're talking about, New Japan in general. There was a game creator, and they complained about, no, it was an anime creator. They complained about there was no African American samurais. The response from the guy was, there were no African American samurais. That's not the story we're telling. And it triggered people to zen and back, but it's true.
It is
You know,
true.
Japan has some things that are more acceptable than others, and the only reason, because now I know who said it, because I did some investigation work. The only reason Marty Skrull's name got pulled was because of an Americanized, popular, internet-based wrestling talent who didn't want the smoke. Japan itself and JPW did not care.
Neither did the majority of the locker room.
1000%. Women and men did not care. But that being said,
You're gonna have to offline tell me who.
oh, we'll say you won't find your favorite as your favorite anymore. Yeah, but going back to that, New Japan is taking some risks on certain Western wrestlers, and I think that's a good start. Like Jack Perry, we're not tied with a bullshit, dumbass fucking gimmick. Is amazing. Can work a ring, can work a crowd, knows what they want. He has a very much so the the John Cena mentality of I don't really care about your sheets, your star ratings. I'm there about the crowd.
Absolutely. Yeah, Addie, Japanese wrestling is one of those things where it took me a while, Addie, because Addie said he's never been into Japan wrestling.
Right.
I mean, like personally, like with me, Japanese strong style, not a fan. I'm not a
Oh,
fan. I'll go there and say that. I'm really not. Like, I mean, everybody who knows, like for me, I mean, I only like really was watching like Japanese wrestling was when like Zack Sabre Jr. first whenever when he was in Noah and he was a
I
young boy over there.
I feel
And
like if you're gonna introduce somebody to the New Japan style,
mhm,
that you want AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, New Japan
mhm,
Pro Wrestling, not the WWE watered down version, right?
no, no.
Because
And
my
yeah,
God, my God,
yeah. Yeah, that stuff was some great shit. Anything that fucking Prince Devitt did,
yes.
yeah. Mhm.
Which, for those of you that don't know, because I'm not breaking kayfabe, I'm teaching history because that's what I do.
Mhm.
Prince Devitt, also known as Prince Balor, Finn Balor, was the originator and the original leader of the Bullet Club. He started it.
Mhm.
Cheers. Number
Yep.
one with a bullet. Bang.
And yeah, blame him for that damn t-shirt. That's probably the number one selling wrestling t-shirt probably of all time.
Yeah.
That Bullet Club shirt, the original black
And
one.
you know what makes that really great for me?
Mhm.
Motherfucker is Irish as the day is light. And created one of the most over factions New Japan has ever seen internationally.
Mhm.
Kenny Omega is a sideshow compared to the shit that
Yeah.
fucking Finn Balor used to do.
Mhm. Yep. With Gallows and Anderson. Shit.
Gallows and Anderson, who are still fucking badass at their
Fucking
age.
Tama Tonga.
Oh yeah, still
Tongaloa.
badass.
Mhm.
Still badass.
Mhm. Man, I can't believe and the only reason why because I saw this the other night and I just had to laugh to myself that this the faction that like Evil's faction, it's got it's funny who's in
If
this faction to me.
if
Okay.
Evil's gonna grow that faction, they need to lean into that evil end of things. They need to go Dark Joshi.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, for those who are not familiar with the product, is the first taste we had of that as a Western audience was Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt brought that darker mentality gimmick
Mhm.
in a way that Americans were not used to. The Undertaker was overt. You knew what was happening when it happening. When Bray Wyatt, rest his soul, came out, you had no fucking idea what he was doing. The most original match WWE has put on in the last 20 years was Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, which was
Mhm.
batshit crazy insane. And the close second was AJ Styles and the Good Brothers versus The Undertaker, the Unholy Trinity. But that's if they were to lean into that evil to go real fucking dark like Baby Metal Crazy, that would
Mhm.
be it. That would be the badass dark faction. Like, I love the House of Black, but there's limitations from AEW that they don't know how to handle.
That and Tony Khan's booking is just
Right. Oh, you hold on. 80 said that, and my God, New Japan has spiraled into everything. The only live show we watched was when Brock Lesnar fought. Okay, now here's the thing, and this is where you should really watch. Like, and I know the internet's a thing. You know people, I know people, I know you from people who know people. Okay, do you want to see a match that's better than that? Look at anything Okada. Okada is the fucking GOAT. Look at anything Shinsuke Nakamura prior to his WWE debut. The dude, they call him the king of strong style because every move that guy did looked like he just took somebody's fucking head off.
Mhm.
The other guy you want to look at, old school, that will definitely bring Brock Lesnar stuff to your mind is Masahiro Chono, which you may have known for his 2 or 3 appearances with WCW. Masahiro Chono is a 6 foot, 250-pound Japanese guy who gives no fucks. His hand is the size of most people's fucking heads. He is a big dude.
That sounds scary.
Sorry, I went on a bit of a rant, but you
No, it's
know,
okay. It's okay.
I rarely go on rants. But these are matches you want to go. Like New Japan is where you want to go if you want to see a wrestler's wrestler. Britain is where you want to see, or UK-esque is where you want to see, some strong style mixed with some athleticism and some decent promo work. If you just want to look at promo work and story, you go west all the time unless you're in the Indies and then see Japan.
Mhm.
Like Revolver, their booker, The Draw, Sami Callihan, which, by the way, Jessica Havoc does a better Sami Callihan than Sami Callihan.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Like, that was a fucking thing, dude. But he takes that approach of knowing what draws in ways that people like, no matter where you are in the world, Wrestling Revolver is the fucking product to watch. And Fans First Sports Network, they know. They know that we're talking the gospel here. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there. See what you did there. Oh, by the way, because like we like to be, I don't want to say politically correct, but it's House of Torture.
Yes. But
Okay. But it's funny to me because obviously, like, who's all up in there now? Because basically it's evil. Okay. Dick Togo is obviously, um,
the name Dick.
helping him out there. But we've got Jack Perry.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We've got Ren Narita. And as one of my friends put this now, you've got a tempura boy, a drunk, and a pimp in that faction. What the
Right.
fuck? Yeah.
Well, what the fuck is,
Mhm.
and I feel like, and maybe their new commissioner can unfuck this situation. That's a Yakuza sort of gimmick, and they've had that before, and it didn't go well. I really think, and domo arigato, for the patients in line, that they need to lean dark. Dark is the new heel. Heel is the new face.
Yeah. I think that President Tanahashi with the good hair, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's smoking something. I don't know. But
The only person who has just as good hair is AJ Styles. Those two could fight it out for best hair in the business.
You know who's getting some fucking, I think the hair torch is being, well, I don't know. See, AJ Styles' hair, okay? And I like to think of myself as the authority on wrestling hair because it is
Okay.
like, I
We're
think
about
like
ready to fight. Let's go.
okay, all right. Because I think it's like one of those things where I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe like for me, it's self-appointed, but I do think right now who's giving Tanahashi hair a run for its money. I said this last night. Goddamn Hook. His fucking hair. No. His hair as of late, as it's gotten longer, it's really soft and fluffy. Okay. It's got this nice little bounce to it, like when he walks and when he wrestles, that old Tanahashi hair had.
but
Tanahashi hasn't had that hair probably since pre-pandemic. Post-pandemic, it's been very spotty. Okay. AJ Styles to me always looks greasy.
look, look,
And that's where I'm not a fan of his hair because it looks fucking greasy. The
look.
soccer mom haircut. Exactly, Addie. That
It is the soccer mom haircut, but you
yeah, it's the
name me
Karen
one
haircut.
man beyond Tanahashi who is known for their hair.
I don't think of AJ Styles in hair.
There's a
No.
guy from the UK who just pulled up the soccer mom haircut.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's like AJ Styles is like one of the wrestling hair authorities, you know?
I have
Like what I mean?
actually gotten message vis-a-vis. He knows his hair is amazing. It's
You
kind of
know,
part of his gimmick now.
one person who has weird wrestling hair.
You
Actually,
know,
yeah, weird wrestling hair is Naito. That fucking I put my finger in a socket and it looks so fucking dry and fried and processed. Yeah. But honestly, I'll go there. I'll go there. I don't know. AJ Styles' hair
I
looks greasy. And if you guys if anyone
well,
agrees with me on this, please, we can have the hair conversation. I could probably talk about wrestling
look,
hair forever.
you see this? See this right
Hmm.
here?
Yep.
I will fight. That man is a wrestling oddity. He is phenomenal. His hair is amazing. And
Mm,
ask him yourself, he was never the leader of the Bullet Club. He only guided them as a consensus. He
I don't know.
is he is our generational talent. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
You
Vince and
look
Trump in a hair versus hair match. Nobody wants to see that.
no,
No one
that
wants
was
to
great.
see.
It already happened. It was great.
No one wants to see that in this modern time. Nobody
It,
wants to see that.
I'd love to see it.
No.
Are
No.
you kidding me?
No.
Do you know how
Mm.
many people would tune in just for the spectacle alone? That's
No,
draw me
I'm not
money.
paying money. I'm not paying any money.
I never said
Um,
you would, but people would pay money.
yeah, I wouldn't.
The draw alone would be amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I certainly would not. That's just me. I just wouldn't do it. I would not do it. Sorry.
Ugh,
I mean, yeah. Sorry. I wouldn't do it.
roger
But you
that.
can go on about AJ Styles here, but you're wrong.
I'm gonna go on about something else. You do you.
Okay,
I
I'll do me.
I got your message. Okay, so I guess it's me right now, which is fucking hilarious. Cause it's I'm very opinionated about certain styles of wrestling. Like I don't believe that WWE has ever expressed the idea of what is truly strong style. And I say that because uh, strong style doesn't mean the same thing to Western audiences as it does to Eastern audiences. Eastern audiences as a whole understand that strong style makes every move look painful. It makes every move look stiff. Even though it's a little wavery, but it still kind of goes along that line of you believe it. There's a sense of believability. Like nobody believed for the longest time that um, some of the moves that were done in WWE would actually do anything. Like the figure four is eh. The elbow drop from the top rope, eh. You look at something like the Styles Clash, you don't take that right, you're getting your neck broke. Like these are the kind of moves, like the Black Hole Slam. Speaking of somebody who's with WWE as the backstage producer from Abyss, that shit looked brutal. And we're at that age to where the kayfabe is dead. We understand that it's kind of choreographed. Britain has a very strong history of the slams and the more chaotic offense has often been a little bit more shown because the average UK venue are generally rather small. And the ones that are traditionally bigger generally are almost unaffordable. And that's not to say that it's not possible. It's just very few promotions have the ability to pull that off and still pay the wrestlers an appropriate amount of money. So when you kind of put it all X, Y, and Z together, we live in an age to where, everybody's kind of got their own shtick. Everybody's kind of got their favorites. If you want something more spot to spot to spot that will, give you some sense of a danger in the promotion at work, that also emphasizes the concept of I'm challenging you because you're the champion, not because bitches be crazy. That's your more Eastern product. If you're looking for something a little more hard hitting, but more like blue collar wrestlers kind of shit, that's your UK stuff. And they have arguably some of the most realistic talent to believe in. If you're looking for something that is consummately showmanship, that is generally major Western promotions. And that's not to say, there aren't some outliers, but this is inevitably true. Part of what makes Wrestling Revolver, Sami Callihan's promotion, so great is that it's an intermix between both styles. Which is weird because, he's got some really great gimmick matches, with it being about a major story. And he also has just two badass professionals leaving it all in the ring and showing how badass it is. And I think that him being called the draw, and I've said this before, and I will say it again, and I will preach it from the high heavens. When Sami Callihan says he's the draw, he's not lying to you. Oh, all right, Eddie, you have a good night, brother. I'll probably hit you up tomorrow, see how you're doing. But as I was saying, the end of the day, I appreciate that, Eddie. We just got told that we had a great stream, and I'm appreciative of that compliment. So, when you're talking about a lot of this stuff, it's about preference. I mean, ultimately, that's what it's about. It's about preference. You have things you like to see, things you want to see, and I found, and I could be wrong, and people can talk to me on Insta, and I'm glad to hear it. I have found that people tend to grow in terms of audience. Like, if you think about it, your early on statements, you look at the 80s, 90s kid, the big name beyond Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock was The Undertaker, and The Undertaker had a longer legacy. And then you had the fans of Bray Wyatt, which kind of keyed over into that demographic as they got older, their tastes matured. And now you're looking at, sort of those charismatic characters who don't really, they're in between the whole left X and Y, is what they're searching for. And that's purely based on my observation. I'm not saying it's necessarily gospel, but I do think it needs to be pointed out that when it comes to these things, fans mature in a different way. We're coming up on the point to where your predominant consumer, and I'm linking it to business as one would do, there is a look and a style that capitalizes on the people getting older. Like, why is AJ Styles so popular? Is it because of his New Japan or his TNA work? Not necessarily. It's because his look and his response is reminiscent, adjacent to some of the former, and his character is so well developed that when the body of work comes together, you empathize, you are on about it, and that's the guy that you want to vote for. Or you look at somebody like a Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is kind of gearing for the Cena spot. To be the all-American face that, is never going to have a problem, X, Y. You get the point. I tell people all the time, when it comes to terms of wrestling, nothing is necessarily original. There are variations, but at the core, it's always a similar step. The difference is the type of audience you're trying to reach. And as I said, my observation, but at the end of the day, you can look at, LA Knight. LA Knight was doing the same gimmick and Impact. He really was. They gave him a shot. It was over, and then, he got the call for money. And he wanted to wrestle. He wanted to get into the bit, to really get in there in the ring. And they didn't do any fuck all with him. They made him a fucking manager of a faction nobody cared about. And that's not on the talent. It was just a shit fucking gimmick to be set in. But when you kind of parse it together, look at the guy now. He's got sort of the mix of the I don't give a fuck of Steve Austin, the charismatic adjustment of The Rock. He's got a lot to show that is very similar in that style. And that's part of why people are so into him. He's been doing the same gimmick for years as Eli Drake. So that's a matter of, as I was saying, tastes mature and the generations that are coming in. We're going to come up on the generation that's going to be very spot fest heavy. And they're going to be less interested in, star from XYZ in the company. The indie show is kind of becoming the mainstream right now because it's counterculture. So we're going to see a lot of these indie talent kind of stepping forward. And it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see where things go. Because I feel like, and I could be wrong, that we're going to see a new crop of interesting talent that are going to be different but the same. I mean, again, variations. But I think we're going to see a renaissance of some of the older gimmicks kind of come into play. And maybe Jack Perry is a sign of that. I mean, I could see that. He's joining his New Japan faction. He's got the capability and talent to make it worthwhile. So it'd be fun.
You know what's interesting?
What's that?
Sorry about that. Had to take care of something. Sakura Genesis. I mentioned this earlier. Always my favorite New Japan show of the year.
Right.
Not because once upon a time a certain wrestler almost died and should have. Never mind. Won't go there. All I gotta say is Sakura Genesis 2017.
Okay.
Okay. But in this particular match, I was looking at the lineup. Okay.
Okay.
And this is why I am bringing up Jack Perry, because they pulled out today. They announced the Sakura Genesis 2024 card. And one of the matches is Shota Umino and our friend Jon Moxley versus House of Torture, Ren Narita and Jack Perry. Now, okay, why it's interesting to me, obviously, because Shota and so Shooter and Ren Narita were buddies, obviously, and whatever. Okay, it's very interesting that Jon Moxley
Yeah.
Jack Perry. So, and
Mm-hmm.
this is in April. So this is dated April 6th. Obviously, it's before the Dynasty pay-per-view. I believe I don't even know what date that is.
Mm.
I have no idea. But it makes me wonder, will Jack Perry be coming back on AEW TV? Because obviously there still is a working relationship that they have, but is that opening a door
And
or no?
you,
You think
you
it's
know,
shut?
I agree with Triple H on the idea that, you know, the door thing is a stupid ass gimmick that means nothing. You know,
It is
anybody
dumb.
can, yeah,
Yes.
anybody can have a working relationship. That is
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah. Look at JCW and WWE this in Philly this year.
Yep.
Because you've got Shayna Baszler's doing Josh Barnett's Bloodsport,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken. And I think Bloodsport, I will say this, Josh Barnett always puts on a good show. I
Yeah.
was going to go to that. I didn't get to go to it. Marsh went last year.
Okay.
And he actually, this is an anniversary of sorts, but Josh Barnett has his own, I think it's beer or some kind of drink that he had that he was selling there. And we have not even opened it for us to drink it. So we were going to do a beer review or drink review. So hopefully that will happen. So I need to get, I need to get you a can of that
Yes, you
too.
do.
Yes. So we can,
Or
I'll try this out.
maybe you just need to, let me get a hold of it myself, considering my
Mm-hmm.
proximity.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Get some and we could do it. Because then Marsh has to give me my so you can try this thing because you know I'm okay. I'm sorry, but I was one of the like very, 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 very few people at the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view in Seattle that
Hmm.
fucking lost their shit when Josh Barnett like was in the one of the dark matches at the thing. There were probably about maybe 30 people, and then people realized, but I realized at the moment, like I'm like, oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he puts on, if you do, I implore people, probably some of the best money you would spend on streaming during Philadelphia, if you're going to spend money, is going to be anything on the collective. I will say that Gringo Locos World on Lucha is going to be great.
Hmm.
Um, Bloodsport, always great. Effie's Big Gay Brunch is always great. And you'll see a lot of people, if you want to see um, some really great, it's very motivational, I will say, with Effie's. But I'm very
Well,
partial. Joey Janela's Spring Break, very partial to that one. Last year it did not fucking disappoint, and I will say last year's card, this one's going to be a really interesting one to try to follow because
yeah.
you had fucking Janela versus Kota Ibushi. That match, I've never, and I love Joey Janela. I've seen him live many a time. He's not like the greatest wrestler in the world. We all know this,
No.
right? Like, you know, but fucking, I've never seen that Joey Janela wrestle when he wrestled Kota Ibushi. It was beautiful, beautiful, fucking full. Okay, and I've seen Kota Ibushi a couple times,
Joey
and
Janela needs the right person in the ring to shine.
yeah, and that was like fucking amazing. It was very beautiful. It was just like poetry. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, I implore you go watch it. Also, there's if I'm not mistaken, also that one also had uh Vikingo versus Bandito.
Yes.
I mean, holy shit! Like right there, and I saw fucking Vikingo earlier that night when I was at Ring of Honor. He had a match, and it was fucking amazing. It was him, and I want to say it was it Commander? I think it was Commander. Holy fuck, that match was amazing. And then he had another one earlier that day. So this guy had three amazing matches that this guy had done. All like fucking like 5-star type of matches. 3 in one day.
Yep.
Fucking unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Like Seriously, like that. He's one. I've now seen him live a couple times now. Fucking, it's just so amazing. It's just fucking
Yeah.
so amazing.
Oh, I'm with you there, and that's kind of been like my ranting point to the matter was,
Mhm.
with so many different varying styles of wrestling going on, there's
Yeah.
no reason that, anybody can't find something they're really into.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you can't find anything, then I mean, honestly, like I really don't know. But like one promotion in particular that, and I don't know, and please anybody out there, if I am wrong, please let me know, because I'm totally like, sometimes I feel like I'm not as educated as I should be. But I don't think WrestleCon had a bunch of those shows that they usually did. Or am I mistaken?
No. No, I haven't seen anything, and maybe that's because they're not advertising as much, but I haven't seen it.
Because I'm like right now I'm pulling up the collective for this year.
Mm.
I'm pulling it up. And then let me see, WrestleCon. Yeah, WrestleCon, if you guys are going, it looks like right now, um, they're obviously doing their convention. So at the Sheraton Philadelphia.
Mm.
Um, right now, if you are wondering what's going on, they do have the they have a Q&A with Sting.
Mm-hmm.
They have their watch parties. They
Yep.
changed this now, but there's a breakfast buffet of champions, and it's all like people like
Mm-hmm.
the Hardys, Matt
Yep.
Riddle,
Yeah.
Wardlow. I mean,
Yeah.
I love Wardlow, don't get me wrong, but Dean Malenko, Arn Anderson, Lex
Yep.
Luger, Ron Simmons, Rock and Roll Express.
That's
Those are
cool.
those guys there. Mania Moments Breakfast Buffet. That one has people like your RVD, Scott
Mm-hmm.
Steiner. Wow, they're bringing him back again after. Never mind. Teddy Long, Serena Deeb is there. Um, Ted DiBiase Sr., Tito Santana, Savio Vega, Jim Duggan, Jake Roberts, Matt Riddle. God, Matt Riddle must be fucking really needing some money. He's doing a lot.
Actually, he was just at MCW not long ago.
Oh yeah, no, no. A lot of them have gone through that. Oh, and then they have this extreme breakfast buffet with RVD, Little
Mm.
Guido, Sabu, Just Incredible, Too Cold Scorpio, Jerry Lynn, Raven, Sandman,
Mm-hmm.
Mikey Ripweck, and more. And
Yeah.
then Matt Hardy's doing the Extreme Life of Matt Hardy. He's doing like a podcast. No, people, there is not Art of Wrestling podcast. I know, sad. Yeah, hasn't happened in a while. Q&A with Sting. Um, and then let's see here. Who else? Ronda Rousey's got a bunch of shit that you can pay to go see. You could
Right.
pay for an autograph or photo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else is going to be there. Obviously, Sting, Abdullah the Butcher, the Claims will be there every day. Same with Two Cold Scorpio. Ahmed Johnson will be there.
Mm.
Um, Al Snow, Angelina Love, Arn Anderson. There's some people I really don't know who they are, so I'm not going through here. Obviously, we'll see, Blue Meanie, of course, over there.
Yeah.
Brian Myers, Brian Keith, guys, he's a fucking badass. I've said this on episode 1 that he was like one of my last year, my fucking like year and a half ago, like one of my fucking like new favorite wrestlers. Am I sad
Mm.
that he's with AEW? Yeah. Has he won on AEW yet? I digress. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody's there from Buff Bagwell, CJ Perry's gonna be there. Of course, Boom Boom's gonna be there. He's gonna be there at the Pro Wrestling Tees booth. So go say hi. Tell him I said hello. Most of the time when I when I say that, usually about at least 100 people go up to him and he's like, God damn, how many people do you fucking know? But yes, if you do want to buy Colt Cabana lunch, because I did that for many a year, I didn't do it last year and he's a little upset, but that's okay. Let me know. I will tell you his order and you can surprise him. And if
You
he goes,
know,
how did you know? I told you. Mhm.
I'm
But
I'm gonna have an aside here for a minute. I would
hmm,
love to have Colt Cabana come on here and talk about his experiences.
um, that's happening.
Oh,
He he owes me a little here. That is happening because hey,
I
when I was on the Jericho cruise, we were talking about this little show. Okay.
mm,
Spoiler alert. Okay. He and I were gonna sit down and we're gonna do my like whatever. I was gonna like shoot the
right.
shit with him. Because he said, and I quote, that absolutely he'd do anything for me. I'm like, oh, don't say those words. But yes.
Yeah.
So did another person. But no, 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 no. I told him I wanted him on on my show. Obviously, there's certain
Mm,
things we do not talk about,
right.
and
Of
that's
course.
fine. I know the rules. Okay. I'm his favorite. I know the rules. Well, I used to be. I don't
I just want to
ask certain
talk to him about
people.
the
Yeah.
real indie god because he
That
is.
is the real indie god. That no, he's
Like,
not the indie god. He is the goddamn motherfucking, and this is what the Young Bucks said. He is the godfather of modern day independent pro wrestling. Boom,
I
boom.
would agree with
Colt
that.
Cabana. Yeah.
And I would love
And
to
they
just
even will
shoot the
say,
shit with him. Like that.
oh, yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah. Like, I've always wanted to, like, hear more about, like, because I, like, the early days of Art of Wrestling. Okay.
Right.
I used to think that I'm an Art of Wrestling historian. Yeah, I still think I am. But when he changed the format of the podcast, it was a little different. But I still like to think that I am. Okay. And yes, I've been mentioned on his podcast at least 8, 9 times. Not just saying. Some other people think that they have, but no. Mm-mm. When, yeah. Okay. I'm just
I
going to
mean,
go there right now. Hold on, because I'd like to toot my own horn. Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. I know a lot of you might know this person. Her name is Mary Kate. She's a redhead. Mary Kate Anthony. She's my like mortal enemy. Okay.
Mm,
And I will say this. I know you don't like the fact that I was, I don't know if I still am. I like to think in my mind I am Coco Man's favorite because I was for a long time. And then you showed around and didn't like that fact.
mm.
But regardless of whatever, okay, if you were really his favorite, do you think he would have mentioned you at least 9 times on his podcast?
I mean, to be
Or
fair.
talked about you on like 3 or 4 other people's podcasts? Mm-mm.
God damn. How much tea are you spilling? Because I feel like you
I
need a
have.
bucket.
I have. It's not tea, it's facts. Hashtag facts. Okay? You can hate me now, as Puff Daddy would say. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, like, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be such a fan of independent wrestling. I wouldn't be someone that I can look at someone and basically tell them what they would probably need to do and learn in order to, if they really want to make it the big time. Okay.
Yeah.
I've gotten people work. Yeah. Yeah. I'm tooting my own horn.
I
There's some
never
people
gotten
who want
people
to say
work.
that's bullshit, but at the end of the day, they got to think back and think, okay, put your ego aside and no. I'm just saying. I'm just
Like,
saying. So,
I've never gotten people work, but I'll be real with you. There are people that I definitely toot their own horn. I mean, or I toot their horn for them. Uh, People such as Marty the Moth Cassius,
yeah.
who is amazing talent.
Mhm.
Um, he's a really good dude. Let's see. Lady Frost's husband is really cool. Peanut butter connoisseur. Shout out
Mhm.
peanut butter peoples. Ugh, sorry, getting old and tired. Um, peanut butter platoon battalion. I don't know. You guys are a fucking army, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that are going to be, oh, I'm kind of bummed. I would love to meet fucking Mandy.
which
Fucking Miss
Mandy?
Mandy fucking Rose.
Oh, that's doable.
Yeah, I miss her. Oh, fucking Janetti's allowed to WrestleCon again.
Yep. It only took a little while, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Also, guys, just so you know, they are doing a, oh, speaking of, Miro's there too. I was just looking through this list of people. Wow, Necro Butcher's gonna be there. Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, oh my god, did you know that coming up that that Paul Walter Hauser is wrestling a
I
match?
did not know that.
God, who is it with? I think GCW is doing it. I can't remember. Is it Janela? I can't. Hold on. I need to look at this. And it's funny that I was watching. It's funny because I was thinking back when I went to PWG, like
Right.
probably Reseda times, right? I don't think I ever saw Paul Walter Hauser at the Globe. I might have, but I know
Right.
I'd seen him and talked to him at Reseda before. And it was funny because I was watching one of the old Resetas. I was watching probably one of my favorite ones,
Mm.
uh, um, which was the first pairing of the leaders. I had to go just for that because y'all know. Uh, um, and and he was there, and I had called Marty Skrull daddy. And he laughed. He was like, "Oh my god." He's like, "Is that serious?" I said he called himself daddy, and I thought it was hilarious. So, but I'm not allowed. I can't do that anymore. So yeah, just for um. Oh, he's wrestling for Revolver. That's who's doing it, which actually will lead us into a nice conversation that I know that our fans over at Fans First Sports Network would totally adore.
Yeah.
Wrestling Revolver. Good segment.
Look, wrestling revolver, and we're gonna go there because
Actually, wait a minute. It happened last weekend. Holy shit. Hold on here. We're going to have to find this match. It was for the first time ever the indie god, Matt Cardona versus Paul Walter Hauser. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Sammy Callahan, because we all know that Revolver is his promo, that's his baby.
you
That's a
know,
fucking man. That is a fucking man.
and
Dude.
Fans First Sports Network, they know he's the draw.
Mm-hmm. The fucking draw. And his shows, fucking drawing. I swear to God. This is somebody, okay, I'm gonna go on my little Sandy Callahan rant, that I know a lot of people don't like for whatever reason, right? And to be quite honest, I don't know why. Is it the spitting? I don't know. All I know is this is oh, they had fucking Bully Rays there. Well, that's the only mistake that yeah, he helped Paul Walter Hauser throw Cardona into a flaming table. So
I
it's a
mean,
big deal if you're gonna have Cardona go into a fucking flaming table for you. Okay. But people don't understand with Sammy Callahan. There are very, 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 very few people who have like a really good, I don't want to call it wrestling genius, but their thought process
mm,
when they book a lot of these matches and like agent these things, it's fucking amazing, you know?
well,
And he's one of the ones I think like right now, like I mean, I don't know what's really going on with Impact because I know he's been doing a lot more backstage shit. But of course,
I'm aware
that
of
was
what's
under
going on in Impact.
that was under Scott Demore's, you know, stuff. Now I don't know because I honestly don't know. But I
We've had that discussion. Go back a couple episodes for those who
Oh,
don't know what our opinion is there.
oh yeah, that's right. Duh. Okay, duh. Okay, sorry. See, senior moment. Um.
Fucking
uh.
senior moment, Jesus.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, the next. Oh, the next Revolver WrestleMania weekend. We're gonna see the Draw versus Paul Walter Hauser.
That's gonna be legit. Like I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. Shit. So they've been selling out. The last two shows they've done have had at least 1,000 people
Yeah.
sold out. Shit you not. One of them was in Iowa. Fucking Iowa, in Des Moines. I went to his show in Des Moines, and before, I don't know if it's the same place, but if it is, that place is fucking huge. But 1,000 people. PWG wasn't drawing 1,000.
When's the last time PWG has actually drawn 1,000? I mean, it's been a while.
Never. They've never
No,
drawn. Reseda was maybe 300. Maybe. The Globe.
what about WCP? I mean, hasn't West Coast Pro drawn that kind of audience once or twice? No.
Nope.
Oh.
The only one who could have come close, this was
Mm-hmm.
twice, was All Pro Wrestling out
Okay.
of San Francisco. Shout out to
APW.
Marcus
Yep.
Mack.
Yep.
And they did 2 shows, 2 different times at the Cow Palace. And I will say this, Cow Palace is right behind me in my background right here. This is when AEW was there. When All Pro Wrestling was there, those seats up there, kind of like where I'm pointing to, if you see my background, if you're on audio, this is why you need to watch video. Sometimes we show you things.
Mm-hmm.
Those seats were full, majority of them, at least up to about 3/4 of the way, and the floor. So those are the only 2 that we've had here. And
That's kind of sad, honestly.
AEW, yeah, that's very sad. And I think that was the night with the live Rampage. Yeah, that was Rampage that night.
Yeah.
No, or was that Dynamite? No, it was Rampage. It wasn't Dynamite. There's also, that's when they were filming Dark and all that, because it was Revolution weekend.
Yeah.
Ago. But point I'm saying is, there are not. The last time I knew, there was at least 1,000-person draw, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. But does Hammerstein Ballroom fit 1,000 people?
Fire code be damned. Yes.
Okay. Because GCW sold it out a year ago or so. That's probably the last time that I know of a promotion having about 1,000 people in it. Because when they run in LA, the Ukrainian Cultural Center, maybe about 500 max, if anything.
Yeah.
Half of that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and the times before that, the only other time I think that there was anything that came close to that would probably be, not for an independent type of show. No. And yeah, so that says something to me.
Well,
what is that
Revolver has
magic
always had a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
It was the wrestlers, the wrestling fans, wrestling promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But now with Sammy having a lot more time to dedicate to that, you can definitely tell the booking has gotten, more interesting because he's got more time to focus on, not just, kind of having to split himself 2 ways. Now it's his focus. And we're watching like this great new beginning. And if I were to put a promotion to watch, while I love MCW and various other smaller promotions, Revolver is one of those top names you're going to want to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like their next show is next Thursday.
Oh, where
Damn.
at?
Dayton, Ohio. So it's
Oh,
his backyard. So man, if we could do a fucking watch along, it's on Fight. I don't know how much it costs, but it's
uh,
actually got a pretty decent card on here. Let me tell you what we've got here. It's Grit Your Teeth. So far, that's been announced: Rich Swann versus Mustafa Ali.
good match.
Um, the world title match. We've got our champ Alex Shelley versus Ace Austin.
Nice.
Killer Kelly's going to be in action, and so are the Rascals as a trio. So
Ooh,
uh, Wentz, Miguel, and Myron Reed, right? Yeah, hot fire, Myron Reed. Obviously, Grizzly Young Vet's going to be there. Of course, Jessica's going to be there. Jamie Dole, those two, at Gringo Loco, and more. So that'll be a very interesting one.
I
Um,
mean, to be fair, and I'm just gonna throw this out there,
yeah.
that Sammy and Jess are very much um, they are the quintessential couples goals that everybody should have. They're
Oh yeah,
fucking amazing.
absolutely. Absolutely. Can I tell you right now what is going to be fucking one of the matches for WrestleCon besides Paul Walter Hauser versus Sammy?
Okay, tell me.
The dream match is going to be Mustafa Ali
Hmm.
versus Amazing Red.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking fire. Pardon my language.
No, no, no. That is amazing. I will say this: all that's left is general admission. If I were you people, if I were in Philly, that's where I'd be going. It's
I
them
mean,
versus and House of Glory is doing that show. But I will tell you this: House of Glory, their champ is Santana. He's going to be in action. The Rascals, you're only getting Trey and Zach on that one. But we all know that this, if you want to see some fucking that weekend, that's some fucking shit. And just to hear that's fucking, I'm sorry, the fucking admission it's worth alone Mustafa Ali versus Amazing Red.
yeah,
Okay.
because
I've seen Amazing Red now in New
Mustafa
Japan. I've seen him.
Ali is an underrated talent that people should get behind.
Yeah. I just never understood why WWE could not really see his worth. That just always just makes me so mad. But, you know, it is
No,
what it is.
it's a
So,
different. It's not what they're used to. It's definitely a different individual,
mhm,
and
mhm.
WWE is a very specific product. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. 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 Um, Man, I'm just looking at some of their old um some of these old shows that they've done before Revolver, and I'm just like, God damn, there were some good fucking shows that they've done. Like, God damn, there's some really good shows that they've done.
Yeah.
Um, and it's always like, damn, there were some great ones. Like for example, um, uh, those pancakes and pile drivers ones, holy shit. They had some great fucking show, like that one that they did at WrestleCon, the two of them. The first one I did not go to, but man, those guys, I had heard, everyone told me people were putting their fucking bodies on the line on that show. So most people, if they were like one of their favorites, like later on, were like, oh, my favorite's Ranger. Well, yeah, they went so fucking hard. You don't even fucking know. I
Yeah.
mean, shit. They had like, God, who did they have? I mean, um, shit, they had so many fucking people on those shows. Shit. It was unbelievable. And that was the debut of fucking Marty DeRosa wrestling. He tagged with Colt. I was like, whoa, interesting. But yeah, so anyways, but yes, but I think Sammy's
Wow.
it's just amazing.
He
I mean,
he's one of the most, like, he's our next generation's Paul Heyman.
I think so. I absolutely think so. I absolutely 100% think so. So Oh yeah, by the way, before I forget, because I have to plug this, if you are going to WrestleCon and you go on Saturday, um, Ricky Starks is going to be there for the Dusty Rhodes Foundation. So
Mm,
go by, say hello, tell him I said hi.
yeah.
And he'll probably be all, oh God, yeah, everybody loves me. Come on now, come on now, man. Even fucking Nick Wayne's mom is getting in on the action at these autograph signings. I would not want her autograph. I'm just saying, just saying, just saying. But yeah, no, um there's gonna be a lot of people there. So definitely, if you're going, stop by, say hello to people, spend some money, you know. Um, it's awesome. Fucking Wardlow, let me just tell you, fucking nicest guy. Period. So yeah, go say hi. Because he's so nice. Anyways, total night and day, and he's like a fan. When you have these guys and gals that are still like geeky fan boys and girls, yeah, and they're on a product, yeah, he was one. There were guys that were dressed up on the Jericho cruise as the Hardy Boys, and he's like, oh, I got to do the pose. He's like, I need one photo with me and Jeff, and one with me and Matt, and I'll do the poses. So yeah, people, that's what you want to do. And then of course, like I said, go support some of these indie matches. You already see that Revolver has one, $43 plus like a service charge, so it's like less than $50. If you've never seen Amazing Red, you probably want to go because he does not wrestle that often. Last time I know he wrestled was pre-pandemic New Japan, and I had to see him fucking job to Ocean Spray. But if you watch that one, there's someone in the crowd that's heckling Ocean Spray. It's gonna be May. Yep. So I know. So anything else you had to add about Sammy? Because man, Sammy's the man.
I I can I could I can preach the gospel on how awesome Sammy Callahan is, but I know I would never do it justice to the man himself. You want to see what he's all about, you look at his work. He is the fucking draw. You look at Wrestling Revolver. That is the way to go.
Yep. Maybe I'm gonna see how we can get it next week because maybe we'll do a watch along.
I'll see what I can
I'll
do.
take a peek. Yeah, I'll take a peek on it. So we'll do some research. We'll take a peek on
Yeah.
it, and we'll let y'all know because I think you guys might like that. I know I would love that, and I know you would love that.
Yeah. I
So,
actually know a guy who might be interested in being our third chair.
oh,
Who
very fun.
his content is calling matches.
Mm.
He's been a guest of ours before, friend of the show.
Oh, very nice. Love friends of the show. Actually, speaking of like friends of whatever, because another one of another Sammy guy. Shout out to Phil Stamper.
Yep.
I know he comes around every once in a while, but yeah, no, I mean those guys like, you know, Sammy, Sammy is good people.
Yeah.
The Dayton fam over there, great people. So, you know,
Absolutely.
you always want to see them all like succeed, and Sammy's got a lot of kids, Sammy's kids, so, and also too, if you are a fan of people like Shane Strickland, Swerve, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, some of those guys who are, on AEW, they still wrestle for him. Mox goes over there.
A
Okay.
lot of people go over
A
there.
lot of people go over there. All right. You ain't gonna see that. You'll see
It's
it
true.
maybe at Defy, you'll see Swerve and stuff. But you won't see you're not gonna get that at West Coast Pro. They ain't gonna come over to West Coast Pro. Let's
No,
be real.
no.
They're
It's
not.
that's the one thing. If we really want to talk Forbidden Door, that's Revolver.
Yeah. Revolver, I mean, hell, they fucking brought Naito over from Japan. Fucking
Mm,
Naito. Okay, and it was Naito does Dayton. They did it in fucking Dayton, Ohio.
yeah.
Who the fuck?
And
Who is gonna bring this like fucking random ass Japanese wrestler?
a
Okay, and
legend
people
in
go
Japan.
from Japan, based in Japan, pay for that flight because if I'm not mistaken, there was nothing around those that that schedule for him in America. So it wasn't like he was piggybacking on somebody. I don't
No,
believe. Fucking
not to my knowledge.
Dayton. Jesus Christ. Seriously. Seriously. I did get mad at Callahan once because he did in Iowa have Cabana on my birthday weekend, and I was pissed. It's like, I'm
Well,
not going to fucking Iowa. I don't want to go to
you should have
fucking
went to
Iowa.
Iowa. You would have seen an
I've
amazing
seen
show.
Cabana in Iowa, but I drove from Chicago because we went to, it was Colt Cabana birthday weekend.
Well, that's what you get. You went to Chicago. You could have went to
I know.
Iowa.
But you see, it was a bad one because it was Iowa, and then he did AIW in Cleveland. That's a fucking trek by myself. Come on now. I mean, I've done, I've done, I've done, AIW by myself a couple times. Went to the J-Lit tournament. Always really great because I loved watching the kids, and it was great because the time I went, you know who was in that class? Fucking Matthew Justice. Fucking a lot of people were in that class. I was just like, you kidding me? AJ Gray was in there. Holy shit. Like I saw these, yeah. That's how, and I was so fucking, I'm like, these kids, man. Shit. But then remember, at the time, it was under the tutelage of, and I know fucking Marsh and I rag on the guy, under fucking Johnny Gargano. Okay, he might not be the greatest wrestler. Okay, I'm not a Johnny wrestling person. But he's a
He has
fucking
this
great
place in
trainer.
the
Him and
business.
Candace, great trainers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's definitely, you either love him or you hate him, but you feel something about him.
Yeah, and I'm very vocal, and I don't I don't like him. DIY was horrible. Like I love Indy, don't get me wrong, but the whole thing with fucking Dexter Lumis, oh fuck.
Yeah, they misused Dexter, but
that's horrible. But anyways, so because this doesn't feel right, and I know fans for Sports Network would totally get on my ass about it.
Yeah,
we have to talk about who. The
yeah,
A to the W, because a lot of shit's happened since 2 weeks ago. I mean,
yeah,
big business. It was her, Mercedes Moné. I've laughed if it wasn't. But
I mean,
it's like worst kept secret.
Look. She's had work done. I'll almost guarantee it. And
work
it might,
done.
Yes, plastic surgery of some juncture. And I know that sounds like I'm making a negative out of it, but there's just something about her where it just seems off.
Are you talking about the face?
The face, the body, the mannerism, something just seems off.
I don't think the body.
I know the face just really gets to me.
Maybe the face. But you know what? People are going to do what they're going to do.
Right. I'm not hating on it. I'm just like, you had a particular look and a design that was kind of tied to your brand, and forsaking it for whatever reason, like the theme song is crap.
Oh, this new CEO one? Yeah. Well,
I mean,
interesting that you say that, because apparently what the guy one of the people who does a lot of these songs, right, is the wrestlers really like this kind of audience participation type of shit, right?
Right.
Look at fucking Ocean Sprays, her one, right? I'm like, things don't need to be like audience participation, okay? I mean, let's go there, because I personally myself, one audience participation one I cannot stand is the whoop whoop, because Marty's got a fucking, I'm sorry, not because he's my favorite or one of my favorites, I think that he has one of the fucking best wrestling themes out there. You can at me at it, people.
Yes, one true villain.
One true villain. And let me tell you, the guy who did it from England, what is it? Hot Tags Media, I think, or something like that.
Something like
But I know
that,
he's from
yeah.
England. Okay. He also did Jake Atlas's one on the Indies when he came back to wrestle. Fuck, it's great. You know.
You
And that's audience participation, but it's audience participation not done well because nobody listens. That it's on the fucking every 16th. It's on the downbeat, people.
look,
Fucking
you
irks
want
me.
to know somebody that's really good at entrance music?
Who?
Jessica Havoc's brother.
Oh, really?
Dude does some amazing fucking work, and I'm gonna make sure I get his links correct and make sure I get everything correct because I want to put him over because he's so good.
Oh, that sounds great. Yes, please. If you guys know people who are legit good people that do great work, like either like with themes, um, I will say also with gear, but honestly, I need to have you vetted first because um of horror stories that I've known and I've heard. But if you need anything that you need blinged because I'm a fucking devil at that shit. I will be happy to do that. I also right now I'm trying to learn. I've been trying to because I've been asked by I can't tell you how many wrestlers to do gear for that. Yeah. And once I am confident in what I'm doing, I already have my first client and his gear is going to be fucking amazing. Period.
I'm here for it.
And I'm pretty sure y'all know. So, yeah. It's just on
You know,
me to learn how to do it, and I need to perfect it because I can't have him walking out there and fucking something falls off. I'd be all mortified.
I mean, it
Because,
would be off, but it would damn sure be a moment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk about like someone would hate me forever. Yeah, I don't want that. I
So,
don't want that heat. But yeah, no. So yeah, definitely that's one. And
like
then yeah, but
Monet, I feel like, and this is just me, it's off. There is something missing here, and her starting feud is crap because it presumes that you know her history when she went to Japan and fell off the face of the fucking earth. You know, because she did not have the level of clout that she expected.
well, I think it's more of I think what's missing is the fact that
It
she's all
took
talk. She's
it
all
took
talk.
Julia Hart
Mhm.
and Sky Blue to make her initial feud mean anything to me.
Mhm.
Because I didn't care. I don't like the hair. I don't like the gimmick. I don't like the song. Something seems off. I'm just not invested in her.
No.
I, um, but it took everybody else's interference
Hmm.
for me to care.
Hmm. That's beyond
You know,
fair. Oh yeah. I think too that with her is she's putting herself as greater than she is.
yeah,
Okay. So it's like I don't care if you've been on TV or not, you know. There's some people there who they come in with a chip on their shoulder, which there's one person I'm going to get to, but actually let me just get to it right now.
yeah.
So
Just dive in.
last
Go, baby,
okay,
go.
last night there was a match. It was a tag match. So you had Mariah May cosplaying as Tony Storm and Timeless Tony Storm teamed up against Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa.
Uh,
What are you doing before I go on? Thunder Rosa?
that match hurt my fucking feelings because I know at least Perazzo and whatnot. I know that team can work matches or running circles around, and it seemed phoned in. It seemed like they were protecting the other team, and that just pissed me off because
Well, I like myself, right?
mm,
I don't think Mariah May is all that.
No.
No. She needs a lot of work. She's getting a lot of TV time and a lot of exposure for someone who's not that great.
Mariah May is AEW's answer to Jade Cargill. Let's be real.
No. That's another story in a moment too, Jade Cargill. But what I got from it, right, is when Toni Storm wrestles with her, okay, it's beyond scripted, okay, because I don't think that Mariah May has a lot of skills to work with. I don't care if you're at Stardom, so what? You're not that great.
Being
I
at
haven't seen
Stardom
anything.
doesn't mean success. There have been plenty of
No.
people who went through
Thunder
Stardom that were
Rosa
not that good.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa was at Stardom. If I'm
Yes.
not mistaken, Chris Statlander was at Stardom at one
Right.
point.
And
I mean,
the two names you just mentioned are Hall of Fame worthy, extremely talented individuals.
Yeah.
Io
Now,
Sky.
but what I did, I'll tell you.
I could keep throwing names. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I'll tell you. But what I did notice, this is where I was like, oh my God, are you saying what about? Say, the one thing that's always bothered me about Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay.
Fucking totally was on display. Right?
Okay.
Is I always thought that sometimes she gets a really kind of bad attitude. And she has no poker face. And toward the end of that match, it's like, girlfriend, we know this is scripted, okay? But you don't have to physically show it on your face that you're fucking like irritated with Thunder Rosa, okay?
Right.
Let's go there, okay, Deonna? If you really look at it, Thunder Rosa never lost the belt, okay?
It's and I'm gonna kind of throw it out there because a lot of people misunderstand Deonna Purrazzo. Her face tells the story of what's coming next, whether you know it or not.
Well, yeah,
you can
and
expect I think down the line you're gonna have Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa, and it's gonna be a banger of a match.
Oh yeah, it will be. But I don't think that the outcome of it is going to be what Deonna Purrazzo wants. Thus, the face.
No.
Which, I'm going to go there, is as much as controversial as people like and make her out to be a villain with Thunder Rosa. Okay. Friend of the show, by the way.
Amazing woman.
Friend of the show. Okay. And we're not saying this because friend of the show.
You're not saying this.
I'm not saying this. And I'm speaking for the show as well. We're not saying this. Not
there
at all.
There you go.
Okay. But that company allowed people, its employees, to fucking paint a false narrative. Right? We all know who I'm talking about, okay? Because
fair enough.
I think a lot of that's bullshit. Because we all know, okay, like there are a lot of people that don't think that she should be the face of AEW, the women, because you can't wrestle. You still can't. The only thing was that of the 4 people who were at the original All In match, the 4 ladies, one automatically cancels herself out, and we know who that is. Love Tessa, but we all know that. We all know, okay? Love her, but we know.
Fair.
Madison Rayne.
Like me some Madison Rayne. Not gonna lie.
But I think at the time she was under contract with other people. Okay. Then you have Chelsea Green. Again, contracted with other people.
Yeah.
So who is left? Now, do I think that you were good enough to do that? No, not really. Not really. Have you proven yourself? Not really. No.
But let's just clarify from my head for a minute. Who are you addressing?
I'm saying I'm talking about the good old doctor DMD.
Oh,
Hmm. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay,
okay.
now
Just making sure.
I'm talking about the doctor, the good doctor, because I noticed that DMD is now CEO. Okay,
Yeah.
so like, okay, so Mercedes basically is taking almost everybody's gimmick. Okay, the
Right.
way she comes out and does her little thing, very like the virtuosa and her, her little
Mm,
be done with you, and her I'm so great, whatever, right?
mm,
She's got kind of that I don't want to say that. Well, she does got her own thing. The little. She's like this cutesy Japanese kind of taking off like the Joshi people. She does a different breed.
right.
You know, and I think that it's more of that's her big thing because she's like going to be. I mean, yeah, her character. She was the boss. So can't take a lot of that because it's copyrighted. So what do you do? So the big thing is Tony Khan likes to let these people he pays a lot of money to write their own whatever. And I think that's the problem I'm having. So the problem I'm also having too is that, once we get the good doctor in and stuff like that, it's really painted like such a bad taste in people's mouths that you know what? You kind of need to give fucking Thunder Rosa that back. Now people are gonna tell me, oh, but Phil, okay, I'm gonna go there. Okay. No, because fucking Mox beat him. Okay. Wasn't it? No, wait, no, he beat Mox for it. Yeah. But you see, Phil, here's the thing, buddy. They did that to Thunder Rosa. Okay. What did you expect? And guess what? Once you got fucking the boot, you got fired. Nobody cared. No one asked about that anymore. No one asked about it. No one cared. But it's different now. She came back, and that's the narrative. Was that a tournament for that? So I don't know. I think that it'll be very interesting. I can't wait to see Deanna and Thunder Rosa. Can't wait to see that. Because I think it's gonna be fucking great. Do I want to see Thunder Rosa and Mercedes? Yeah, because I want Thunder Rosa to fucking embarrass her. You know, I'm not gonna say that her match that she had with Bianca Belair when at that WrestleMania, it was WrestleMania, yeah, and Bianca won the belt. Great match, but again, it's like there was some big, like there was some historical moment like stuff right there, and I feel that she's just sometimes in it for those kind of accolades, right? Because you can use that, throw it in a promo. But I don't know. That's just me. So, uh-oh. I lost your sound, did you? Uh-oh. Yes, it's episode 1, people. We're not always the best, even though we think we are. That's like a lot of the AEW roster. I digress. Which Digi looks confused. If you are listening to us on audio, thank you for listening. But sometimes the real main event is when you watch us on TV or Twitch, YouTube. You go back to our archive, or I actually never have gone and see what our archive on Fans First Sports Network is like. I don't know. I don't know. Can't hear Digi. So I'm just going to keep going. He threw his hands up and it's like giving me the thumbs up. So, ah, so we didn't see Mercedes for a couple weeks. Um, we did see the implosion of the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Not gonna lie, it's kind of upsetting to see it end so short, but whatever. That's like Tony Khan's attention span. So, not surprised. I do myself want to address this. And this is not the opinion of Fans First Sports Network, nor is it really the opinion of Wrestling on the Rocks or even Thursday Night Chasers. This is my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but I am sick, absolutely sick and tired of every Wednesday when he is not wrestling. Who the fuck gave Will Ospreay a microphone every Wednesday? Okay, first of all, he sounds like fucking Ozzy Osbourne back in the Osbournes when you couldn't understand a word he's saying. Fucking has marbles in his mouth. Don't understand a word he says. He's a fucking jackass, okay? He looks stupid. He looks fucking high every time he goes out there. And I'm not high shaming him or anything. No. I personally, myself, that is like fucking 5 to 10 minutes of wasted TV time, okay? That you could give to another person on the roster that we never see. So I'm not talking about like Ricky Starks. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, hey, maybe we want to see like more Brian Keith, or maybe we want to see, I don't know, Scorpio Sky, because where the hell did Scorpio Sky go again? You know, I mean, is Ethan Page just
All
thrown back?
right.
Oh, there we go. Is Ethan Page
Yeah.
just thrown back into only Ring of Honor? Because hell, I'd like to see him on a Dynamite. Hell, I'd like to see, shit. There's a lot of people I like to see on Dynamite, but I do not think that having Will Ospreay speak for 5 to 10 minutes on every Dynamite, that's not going to make you money, buddy. That's not going to make
Well,
you money, Tony Khan. Especially when the guy fucking, you can't understand what he's saying. The only time is when he says the word bruv. And I'm just like, it's almost like fetch. Stop trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, it is fucking. Uh, this is how, like, we all know how much of a hey relationship I have with Ocean Spray. We all know this.
yeah.
Okay. I just can't anymore on TV. Like, it's like, no, like you need subtitles, you need something, but I don't want this every week on my TV. Tony Khan, not even fucking Chris Jericho gets 5 to 10 minutes every show to fucking blah, blah, whatever. People are
So
sick of it. That's how sick people were of Judas. He's now Lionheart again. So we don't have to hear Judas anymore.
see,
But
and this is where I'm gonna kind of stop you here. Um, when it comes to all that, I don't think that AEW needs to build its brand around its men's division. Call me crazy, okay? I do think they have a homegrown star they need to fucking lean into. It's Julia Hart.
don't start me with Julia
Julia
because
Hart is fucking amazing.
she is. And my thing, oh, okay. Did you see the match, the street fight last night? You
She
cannot tell me,
carried.
you cannot tell me that the two of them have improved, her and Sky Blue have improved so damn much. When she did the table shot, Sky Blue through and Willow in the table, I was like, holy shit. Like, it
Yep.
looked great. Because you don't see that with other women that they've had on that roster who've done that same kind of spot look that clean like that.
When's the last time you've seen a women's match that was a street fight or something of that measure? When's the last time?
They've had a couple. Willow's been in like 4 of them at least,
Yeah, but it's been way back.
but not like this.
Right. This was something
Not like
different.
this.
And
Yeah, this
Julia
was
got
something
the
different.
pin.
Yeah, like Statlander taking all those tacks when she when I saw Sky Blue with the one bat, I'm like, okay, tacks, all right. But when Statlander brought out the other fucking bag of tacks, I'm like, whoa, boys don't even do that.
That's why Statlander is amazing. Chris
Yeah,
Statlander, Julia Hart, Willow Nightingale. You have, you know, women right there that you could build a company and a brand behind,
Mhm.
because the men's division, especially the tag team division, is a fucking shit show.
Well, we'll get into that one in a minute. but
So,
but with these women, okay, it's
mm,
really sad to me that they are going to be feeding Julia to Mercedes Monet. And I don't like for me, I don't agree with that. I really don't. I just don't. It's like I think you need to have Julia hold on to that longer
I think
because
she's going to.
Julia, you think so?
I think she's going to. I think they're going to feed Mercedes to Julia to put a 2 out of 3 rivalry, which is something that they love to do, but they haven't really embraced the women's division to do.
Hmm.
Julia's over. Julia's
Yeah.
hot fucking over.
People were just everybody fucking, and as much as people, I love Willow Nightingale, and a lot of people love Willow and they love Chris Statlander, they fucking were going ape shit for Julia.
Yes,
Like,
Statlander is amazing, and I think Willow is as a bigger girl,
she's good. She's
very
got
good.
very fluid, very solid, and I think
She
honestly, like
she
this
reminds
is the part.
me shades of Jessica Havoc
Yeah.
earlier in her career.
Hmm. I will say also that this is the part of the women's roster um that I think this is really what makes the women's roster. If you were to throw Athena in there as well,
That
Billy Starks, Lady Frost,
oh
Thunder Rosa, okay, those ladies, that right there, and Sheeta, that's your women's division right there. And Ellering, you can put Ellering in that too,
yeah,
because Rachel's got some great
like,
fundamentals.
and
Okay.
that's the trick is if we remove the DMD factor, we
Hmm.
remove the WWE factor,
Hmm.
you are looking at a powerhouse women's division.
Yeah. Hmm. But Tony just likes to have expensive toys,
Tony's
and he
amazing.
gives he
Oh, Tony
he
Storm is amazing, not the other
yeah,
one.
Tony Storm, not Con, no. Um, I'm just tired of seeing some like
Con! Sorry, I had a Star
some of
Trek
these
moment.
some of these big people come and he slaps the belt on them. Example, last night. Now, one thing I do like, I will say,
Mhm.
is they're not slapping anything on Ocean Spray. Love it. But I don't want fucking 5 to 10 minutes of him every week fucking mumbling. Okay? I don't fucking want that. I don't want that.
It's
I
like the
want fucking
acclaimed. The
huh?
It's like the acclaim. The acclaim come out. Their normal shtick is to do the freestyle rap gimmick, and that's great.
Yeah.
But the last time, the most recent promo, they put that shit aside, and that's how you knew it was serious.
Yep. And that was a great fucking promo. That
Oh
really
yeah,
was.
I
That was.
that I
Mhm.
watched.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
LAX, great fucking group of, as a tag team. Why the fuck with the
Aren't they in the tournament?
right?
Okay, here's my questions about the tag team tournament. Love that you brought this up. Okay, I'm going to pull the bracket up right now. Okay. Because there are 4 teams that I am not understanding.
Would you like to give me a
Um
link, my
yeah,
dear?
I'm going to give you a link. If you go to hold on here.
You have the ability to send me messages.
I do. I do. I'm just trying to find a link for it. The hold on. Okay, let's try
Be
bracket.
savvy. We got special toys that only you can find at the Thursday Night Chaser.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. Actually, do you want me to put it up on the screen? Can we share it with everybody?
I mean, you could try. I've never tried to do it that way.
Okay, let me see this
That's
here.
fine.
Hold
You share, I can
on.
I can grab it.
Hold on, let me see here. Open image. Hold on. I'm
You're
stealing
gonna
from
make me
Uncle
work
Dave.
for a living, asshole.
Okay, let me see here. Actually, let me see here. Actually, I'm going to hold on. Guys, this is episode 1. So if it's not working, then we're sorry.
No,
And
just
also when you have me
share it.
doing
Share it.
okay, tell
I
me.
got you.
Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Hold on. Okay.
And
Did you
here
see it?
we go.
All right, here we go. Hi. Sorry if the clarity isn't there. I got this from Uncle Dave. All right, so let's start with the wild cards because we had these. Okay, so the first wild card that actually had its match was Infantry and House of Black. And what was interesting about this one is the Infantry actually went up to House of Black, had a conversation, and challenged them. So I thought that was pretty damn cool. Okay. A little disappointed that, House of Black, um, they lost.
Yeah.
A little disappointed. But then again, it's like, why are you going to feed House of Black to FTR?
Right.
So the Infantry is going to face FTR. Okay.
Then the infantry is going to get fed to FTR.
Yep. Now, last night we had the most random pairing from the Don Callis family. Kyle Fletcher and Powerhouse Hobbs. No offense, but Kyle Fletcher is one of the, I think, with Aussie Open, him and Mark Davis, fucking amazing tag team. Why
Right.
throw him in with another partner just randomly? So
Well,
it's a good match, but we all know that wasn't gonna happen. So Best Friends is gonna come up here. Obviously, this is where I'm having an issue. Okay. Undisputed Kingdom. Hi, look at the little picture. What's that? Oh, those are tag team belts for ROH. Leave those motherfuckers on ROH, okay? If they don't want that title anymore, they can do, I'm sure they could put a lot of different tag teams together over there.
Right.
But I'm tired. Again, this is another fucking thing. I'm tired of looking at Matt Taven on my fucking TV every fucking day, every fucking week, every show. I'm just all over it. But I really think that we are going to see my call on this bracket right here with Best Friends versus Undisputed Kingdom. I have a feeling we're going to see the Best Friends move on.
Yes.
Because it's Orange and Heavyweight Trent. And not only that, too, but it makes for interesting things because going back to the original finals of the first tag team belts, Private Party and Young Bucks, let's go there. The EVPs, come on. There's more into it right now with them versus the Best Friends.
Right.
Than there is with anything else. And I think that that's probably going to be your semifinal right here.
I think the Young Bucks are going to lose.
To Private Party?
Yes.
No, not to Private Party. They might lose to Best Friends, but not Private Party.
I think they're going to lose to Private Party.
I don't think so, but we'll see. You're saying this now, okay?
I'm saying this now. It's a swerve for the sake of a swerve, not a necessity that makes sense in a story, and that seems to be AEW's modus operandi.
I don't know. Because we're not, and this is my opinion, the world does not want FTR Young Bucks 27 or however many they're on now.
Right.
Because let's go there. Okay. I'm going back to the other side of the bracket. And I'm not saying this because I fucking love me some Ricky Starks. I'm saying this because why the fuck did they have to fucking job to Sting and Darby for them not, for the Bucks not to win it, but for them to retire it? Because I'm sorry, I always was told that when you're leaving the biz, you go out on your back. Sting did not go out on his back. That basically violated every fucking rule.
Well, to be fair, Sting went out on his back in 2 separate companies, so I think he earned the right to
Yeah,
stay
but
in
it
the
doesn't
industry at the
matter.
end.
Doesn't matter.
It matters, though.
No, it does
It matters.
not. Okay. And when we say war in the world is like Ricky Stark's been, okay, I am coming out with an image, ladies and gentlemen, that will be Ricky Starks in a milk carton, like missing. I'm coming out with that. So
Mm,
just so you know, I've been working on it. But Ricky's not been on TV with Big Bill. Both of them have not been around since they
mhm,
dropped those belts.
mhm.
And that's now literally it's been almost 2 months.
Like, if
6 weeks at least, 5, 6 weeks at least.
if we were to look at this reasonably, okay,
Mhm.
anybody with half a brain cell knows you don't want Young Bucks FTR number 9,000.
No, that's not half a brain. I think that's a lot of people share
Well,
that opinion. But
um,
what I
but in terms of booking, I mean, and then
yeah.
you have Undisputed Kingdom,
Mhm.
they're going to be
And the
going
best
against
friends.
in the Best Friends, okay? Undisputed Kingdom is not the hot product right now. The Best Friends are the hot product right now. So it makes sense.
But Wardlow lost, okay? And if you saw Adam Cole's like promo,
Mm,
right? Adam Cole wasn't happy, okay?
correct.
I also feel that the narrative with the Adam Cole story, right,
Mm,
is the next people to lose something big without losing their titles would be Undisputed Kingdom not moving on to the semifinals of this tournament. Okay.
right.
So have a cow, right? And then quickly soon, I think Roddy's going to end up losing that belt
Well,
to whom I don't know, but
well,
I have a feeling he's going
let's
to lose that
just
belt.
walk through this title line. So
Okay.
you're
Here's what I'm
having the
thinking
Best Friends. They're
best
going
friends
up. So
going
you
up.
have the Undisputed Kingdom versus the Best Friends.
And I'm saying the best friends.
Best Friends more likely to win, no question.
Yeah.
Now you have in that left side title Young Bucks versus Private Party. Now you could put the Young Bucks to put over the Best Friends. Eh.
Hmm.
But here's the trick.
Hmm.
The Young Bucks already have a current standing feud with another team, you know, because they have
Who?
they are part of the whole gimmick with the Bang Bang Gang and all that shit.
No, they aren't.
They kind of are. It was a whole thing.
Mm,
But
no, no, I think they're more of like right now, they're more of okay, they're the elite and they have a cut. The one who they really have, I think, if anybody, they have heat with, um, not Don Callis family anymore, really.
yeah,
But I
that
really honestly think that if you look at a lot of this shit, I think I think that there's more potential there with best friends, only because now that Okada has that title from Eddie, that okay, by the way, I want to say this before this is the only thing I want to say about that title. When you knew the Continental was the only one that was being
yeah, it's
fought
honey.
for and not the triple crown, that's when I knew Eddie wasn't going to win. That I knew
So,
that. That was stupid. But anyways, but I think that there's more an interesting angle because they are a three person, they are a trio, the best
right.
friends. You know, just I don't know what the hell's wrong with Chuck Taylor, but I
Well,
think that you'll see more of a thing with best friends and the three of them too. So as tag team and even with Okada, because obviously, they like to have a belt on Orange Cassidy.
right.
So
Which is
that
why I'm thinking, why waste that feud in a tag team when you could put that into the trios title picture?
yeah, but they haven't really been doing the trios thing. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna have both of those factions face each other for the winner takes all. I think that's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so you X out best
I
friends
mean,
with that.
I kind of feel like Private Party, being what they are,
Mhm.
the fallen angel being who he
Well,
is, it would make sense to me that if you're gonna have, let's just say, take out my side theories here.
mhm.
the Young Bucks versus the Best Friends, you know that's going to be a fire set.
Mhm.
Why waste it on the tag team to know that they're just going to get fed to a team like FTR?
Okay, here's where here's where that other side gets interesting. Now, you also have you got to think of it this way. The finals are on this stupid pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Okay. And this pay-per-view already, one of your main events is fucking Idiot Boy and Danielson, which is like, it's going to be the greatest match. No, no, that's not a dream match. I wish AEW would stop using that term. The dream match happened. We're waiting for volume 3, winner take all.
yeah, dream match and generational talent that they're overusing the company.
Yeah, like Ocean Spray
It's not
is this a
generational.
guy that likes to fucking, like, Dave Meltzer fucking, I swear to God, jacks off to fucking thinking about Ocean Spray.
Maybe.
I think so. And Tony Khan's part of that party too. Fucking big circle jerk. No one cares. They called that match with him and Kyle Fletcher fucking a 5-star match. That was dog shit.
Yeah.
So was the one with Takeshita. Takeshita was good, but the problem was Will Ospreay
Takeshita
ran, as I
carried the
said,
match.
he did, because all Ocean Spray did was fucking no sell. Same
Yeah.
thing he did with fucking Kyle Fletcher. And that's, if that's a 5, then you know what? I don't even want to know what a fucking Colt Cabana match would be. Okay, I don't want to know. Okay, I do not want to know.
Well,
But I think with Private Party, though, this is
mm,
where the trios thing gets interesting. They are
okay.
looking for a third for Private Party, and I know Willie Mack. They did a 6-man with Willie Mack. I thought that was great.
Yeah, Willie Mack would be a great addition to Private Party.
Fucking love them. I would love them to see
Like,
like them against like Top Flight with Action Andretti. They
like
could have some fucking killer shit.
Willie Mack going back to his Impact days where he had the little jive and everything, dude. That
Hmm.
would be so fire for Private Party.
I was thinking that myself too. Thinking that. Mhm.
See, I'm still
Yeah.
grooving, and he ain't been on
See,
Impact in a minute.
oh, I know. I love me some Willie Mack. Again, another friend of the show. Love me some Willie Mack.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Love me some Willie Mack. He's like fucking, if you want to talk about good people, Willie Mack.
I'd love to have that dude.
Willie Mack. Oh, fucking love him. Love him. Shout out to you, Willie. I haven't seen
Yeah,
Willie in a while. Well, actually, I saw him last year, but I haven't seen his other half. Opie, shout out to you, girl. Hopefully I get to see you, girl, when you're in up to come see NASCAR. Willie never goes because he's like, I don't understand that shit either. I go, I don't know why your woman loves that so much. But anyways, um, the only reason why I think we're gonna see the Bucks,
okay.
right? Because to go along with the fucking shitty, them being the shitty EVPs, they kind of have to, beat Private Party.
Well,
And
it,
and I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll show you why. Let's go to the other side of the bracket. I'll show you why.
okay,
So the infantry moved up to face FTR.
right.
You and I both know that it'll be a good match because FTR aren't going to make them look like, total rejects or
Yeah,
anything,
they're
right?
not gonna get fucking fed.
Yeah. So that'll be a good match.
Okay,
And what I think will happen is obviously FTR is going to beat him.
all
Now,
right.
and I'm saying this not
No,
because
I'm with you
I'm
so far.
a fan. Okay. So here's where the next part of it goes
Okay,
up here. Okay.
I can see your mouse, so you can do little circles.
They'll circulates. Okay. So right here, when we see this one,
Uh huh.
2 things right now. I'm not saying because of this first name up here. Okay. Taking that out of the equation, my fandom.
No.
One of the things with Top Flight, okay, is we've seen a lot um of Dante lately doing singles. When
Okay.
he was injured, That was a horrible injury, by the way. Um, he got bulky. He bulked up. Okay. So that's
Right.
why we see him in a lot of singles. I have a feeling, okay, because I feel that Top Flight with Action Andretti
Mhm.
and Private Party, when they get their third person, which I really think it should be Willie Mack, when they get that together, that's going to be a really great like program that all six of them would have.
Right.
That's just, if money would be on that. And that would be a great ones to have like these battles with like the Acclaimed,
Right.
Bang Bang Gang, whatever. I think that that's a great stable of six, right?
Okay.
You know, personally, I think if you're going to do that kind of stuff, going back over here to Undisputed Kingdom, if you added Roddy to the mix of them, that would be a great little incestual six-man kind of group.
I have a
Hell,
thought too.
you can even bring back together Death Triangle. You could. They
Ugh.
were great.
All
They
right.
had a lot of themes. But going back here,
Theory crafting here. Bear with me. Okay. I have an
I mhm,
interesting suppose for you.
okay.
You have Ricky Starks and Big Bill. They
Hmm.
beat Top Flight.
Hmm.
They go against FTR, and by shenanigans or otherwise, it's a legit match. Ricky Starks and Big Bill go into the final. All right, hear me out. A little bit more.
That's what I was saying.
A little
Is
bit more.
because okay, I'll
Now,
elaborate. That's
uh,
where I was going.
right. So Undisputed Kingdom loses to the Best Friends. You have a banger point, and I still think the Young Bucks should lose. I think it should be Shady AF because Christopher Daniel. They lose by some bullshit. So Private Party goes forward. Undisputed Kingdom, or
Mhm.
they're out. So you have the Best Friends versus Private Party. Best
Okay.
Friends, of course, win it, no problem. So you have Ricky Starks, Big Bill versus the Best Friends. And I
Mhm.
think as a term of a tag team match, that would be a fire point to work with. Because you have two
Yeah.
former tag champions set. You can still have all your feuds on either side, but this is
Mhm.
something that could start something new.
Mhm. Here's where I'm thinking.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying.
Right.
Ricky and Big Bill beat Top Flight. They face FTR. Now, because the way they got the titles from FTR was all of that, you know, shenanigans and bullshit.
Right. Shenanigans.
And I think that the best scenario
Hmm.
for them
Right.
is to beat them clean because we know they can. They know they can.
Hmm.
They've beaten a lot of people clean.
Right. And
Yeah,
FTR would be because we know they're on their way out.
they don't care. Like
Yeah.
FTR, let's go there. They don't fucking care,
No, they
right?
if they're gonna lose to somebody, they want to make sure it's a banger match that everybody's gonna remember.
Yeah, and it would be, and then the way I know that how like Ricky would be with it, and I'm sure Big Bill would be, you know, part of that too, is it's like, yeah, and I can see the promos. Like, okay, yeah, you got like when those really should be ours, and with FTR, and like it was dirty how it was done,
Sure.
right? And then that's where you'll get some epic, like going into that semi, you will get these epic like promos because
Right.
they all know how to talk, right? And especially because the last time when Ricky and Big Bill beat them, they were like, nope, that night they were like, no, no, you get no chance. You get no, get no rematch. No, not no sir, right? And a lot of it was, and I believe they've even hinted a couple of times that, like, no. But I think that having that dynamic and they have something to prove, right?
Yeah.
That you give it back to them because really basically everybody knows they are the ones who fucking laid on their back for fucking Sting. Ricky's the one who laid on his back for Sting.
Right. And they
You
need
know,
to get a little bit of a come up, and I don't think like Top Flight is
mhm.
okay, but I don't care.
No, nobody cares.
Right.
People actually kind of were liking Bill and Ricky Starks.
Yeah, it was,
You-
in comparative, FTR is a bit of a liability, um, for whatever reason, and I think they would do better, not in AEW, but with another company. Um,
But I will say this. This is where I'm thinking. Now, hear me out. And I know you don't like this one, but what I'm thinking is here's what's going to happen. They will beat FTR. They will be at the finals on this pay per view. Because I'm sorry, just like, Ricky was not on Revolution. So we went a whole year almost with Ricky being on every pay per view
right.
from Revolution last year. Wasn't on it this year. He needs to be back on a pay per view, and this is the way. So that's this side already.
And it's a good
Now,
way to
when I
give
come over
shine to
here,
Bill, who's really good, you know.
they have probably on this one. This one was a very interesting side
Yeah,
compared to this. Let me go there. What I see is when we have best friends and young bucks over here, right?
right,
And then if you really want to go to the narrative of the young bucks story, right?
right.
They will be best friends. Hear me out.
Okay.
So it'll be the Bucks and Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Because technically, it really should have been those two. I thought
Right,
personally that Big Bill and Ricky were going to drop it to the Bucks when they started this whole EVP thing. So it's actually, in my mind, especially if you are going to try to retain Ricky Starks, okay? And this is by a pure business thing and how I would work it is
right,
if you have them beat the Young Bucks because that puts a fucking kink in that story. It does. It's
right,
a big kink in there, right? Even if you don't like, if they were to lose to the Young Bucks, right, in the finals,
right,
it only hurts Ricky and Big Bill. Okay.
right.
What would make it funny is obviously, well, you know what? They had no, even though they're EVPs, they have no fucking control at the end of the day,
Well,
right?
or
And it's by two people who are not really a tag team because they keep telling me we're singles wrestlers, we're not tag team. And
well, and
so,
and my final thought on that is, or we could have Ricky Starks and Big Bill win,
mhm,
and then them pull some shady EVP shit,
mhm.
and then it has the, plucky upstarts against the machine. That could be
Yeah,
fun.
and I could see that because the next pay per view is Double or Nothing in Las Vegas,
Yep.
and I can see visually in my mind, I can see how that would be hilarious because going into for about a month,
Yeah.
you would have some great fucking promos going back and forth, right?
Hmm.
Like, you know, like,
Oh yeah.
oh no, 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 like if the Young Bucks had lost, if they had beaten Ricky and Big Bill with shenanigans, oh yeah, you would never hear the end of it from from
Oh
Ricky
yeah. And
fucking
that
mouth
and Bill.
and,
Bill would be
and
right
Bill.
up in there too.
Yeah, and I think that would be great. Shoe on the other foot is if somehow they lost control of the EVPs and they're like, oh no, no, like no, no, no,
Right.
right? You'd get a month of some really great fucking back and forth like shadiness because I could see how they that if you were writing this shit, you give them some fucking bullshit stuff, like get their
Yeah.
asses fucking almost beaten to a pulp to the fact that you know what? Yeah. If you want these things, motherfuckers, and you took it from us, guess what?
We're gonna take
And I
something from you.
yeah, and I think that could be a more interesting story than a lot of this bracket. And
Fair
I
enough.
think that one it would make for one interesting TV
Mm,
because we're not this month for a while right now. We're not going to get at least this. Well, we're not getting Collision this week.
right.
We're getting it next week because of NCAA. Probably one more week. We probably won't get it either. But it's going to be pretty slim.
Yeah.
And what I think will happen coming out
Mhm.
after Dynasty. Now, because also too, reason why I say it's Ricky Starks, Big Bill are in that final. Hi,
Yep.
Collision, Saturday night, right before pay-per-view. And I will say this: Dynamite for Tony Khan this whole last year has not been strong.
Yeah.
So I feel like, this is, that's where all of that comes
Right.
from.
Well,
So
and I love how we've had a nice spirited theory crafting. You know, we've had some back and forth. We've talked everybody and their brother in terms of what we're doing.
mhm.
You know,
And if for some reason, guys, if this ends up being the booking,
mm,
you know
at
that Big Brother's watching.
AEW, you know, we
Big
want our
Brother's
cut.
watching. I've been asking that for a long time. They should at least let us in a media fucking scrum.
Right.
Come on. I'm booking your fucking show. Okay? I'm only gonna go and ask questions like, hey, Tony.
Uh,
Hey,
I'm,
whatever.
I'm gonna have to go. You know, I'm gonna go talk to Vince Russo. Call it a thing.
Yeah, seriously. Like all I want to do is go, hey, hey Tony, hey whoever, great match. So WrestlingOnTheRocks.com want to know, now that you won that match, what's your go-to drink?
Yeah.
You too, Tony Khan, and not that water with the green bottle. That's not Pellegrino.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wondering.
Pretty much.
Everyone will be, who let these people in? And then when the face comes up, I'll say, well, you let other people in, like, oh, I don't know, Amy and Andy Nemedy. And they ask stupid questions. God
Oh,
damn it.
we'd have better.
Because I
questions.
could ask some good questions. And you don't want me to do that.
I'll see what I can do. But
Yeah.
that being said, I'm gonna
That
turn the
being said,
tables on you tonight.
you are.
I am. Miss Amanda Jane, we are at last call, and it's
Oh, we are.
you who will be cheering whatever positive thing you want to do.
I will say, first of all, again, congrats to the Mr. and Mrs.
Marsh.
Is it producer ref now? Or
Uh,
yeah, producer
I
ref.
mean, like
I mean,
Brangelina,
I don't know.
is
Yeah,
it
this hasn't been discussed, so I have no idea. But if it's
Proto
producer ref,
Marsh? I mean, what do we do?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But congrats to them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Also, another big thing of positivity, guys. I know I really haven't disclosed this, but I'm wishing all of you very good health because my mom is not doing that great, but she's doing great now. But it's a little rocky. But I don't like to get too personal. But mom's going through some health things, and so I'm along for the ride. So
Mm-hmm.
positivity for everyone to be in good health and good spirits. And other than that, that's what I got. What do you have, Digi?
I second that. Cheers, Proto Ref, or whatever the hell we're gonna figure out to call you to.
I think producer ref,
Producer Ref.
but then that sounds very. What is the word?
Ref Juicer.
Revducer,
Ref Juicer.
maybe.
We'll,
But then
we'll,
that sounds
we'll work
weird.
on it.
We'll
Episode
work
1.
on it. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. But yes.
Congratulations, you two crazy kids. You know,
Crazy.
I don't know. I'd have
Yeah.
something special, but it's like you're already gonna do whatever I'm gonna say. And I am very thankful for Sammy Callahan because fuck yes. I am very grateful for West Coast Pro for hosting an amazing star-studded event,
Mhm.
which they should be getting a lot more props than they are.
Oh, they get enough. They get theirs.
Well, they're getting something from me, and I don't.
But
do
you
that
know
often.
what's very interesting?
Mm.
I'll say this. The one person who I would have thought have already gone to one of their shows,
Mm.
Uncle Dave, has never been to one.
Yeah, well,
But you know who comes every show? Lars Fredrickson.
because Lars is a class act.
Well, Lars is the man. Like, he always lets us sit near me. It's funny. And then, like, one of the times my friend was like, "You were gonna give my seat up to Lars?" I go, "Yeah, I was."
Maybe she talked to Lars. Maybe Lars needs to come give an opinion.
I should.
Give it a
But
call.
he's pro Phil.
I don't give a damn.
I give a damn.
We just
Can't
have
sleep
to
with the
ask him
enemy.
what's in your glass.
True. Oh yeah, another thing. If you're in the Bay Area, Gilman Brewery, over by the famous Gilman Street, where a lot of punk acts like AFI and Green Day and whatever.
Green Day is not punk.
Well, they were back in the day. They're corporate rock.
They were
now.
punk. They were prog rock.
They were back then, like,
They
I'm
were
talking like
not.
early 90s, before no one knew, and they were at Gilman. Yeah. No.
We'll fight
But you
about
know what
this
I mean?
later.
You know what I mean? Gosh.
Look, if it ain't, there's always room for Jello, and that's where that is.
Okay. But to say another Bay Area promotion, this one's run by Juicy Finau and
Ooh.
Juicy Finau and fucking Jacob Fatu. The Fatu guys are all up involved with that. They have Oasis Pro Wrestling has a show tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I mean Saturday. It's really cheap on Gilman. Great brewery right there. So please go. And also, I believe this weekend, UGWA down in San Jose is doing their anniversary show as well. So lots of good things happening in Northern California wrestling. And of course, this weekend, I think it's sold out, but Marvelous Coast, West Coast Pro, this is probably going to be your only time that you're going to be able to see Medusa and Bull Nakano together, and especially seeing Bull before she gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, because she is not at WrestleCon from what I just saw, and I don't think Medusa's there either again this year. So, which is just a shocker, probably because Marty Jannetty's there and she doesn't want to fucking get him out of a fountain. So,
well, I mean, I can neither confirm or deny that, but I can say that she's got another booking anyway.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So, guys, on that note, where can we find you?
Instagram, DigiDamon, WOTR. Can't miss me. And you?
And me, we can find me at both X, slide into my Xbox, and Instagram at Ms. Amanda Jane. If you want to support some of our cool shit over here, you can always Venmo or Cash App me at Ms. Amanda Jane. It's with the Y, as you see below, I believe.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to our buddies over at Fans First Sports Network. Thank you guys for letting us bring you the Thursday Night Chaser, because we are the dive bar of the IWC. And that's last call. Cheers.
Good night, everyone.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers to Fans First Sports Network for keeping the dive bar lights on.
I would never have a drink with wrestling.